Here in Seattle, Washington, every fifth day, it's a big one because Felix Hernandez, the 2010 Cy Young Award winner, he's going to be going to work, and these folks are on hand to watch Felix try to stop a 7-game losing streak for the Mariners and give the ball club its first win at home. This is Mariner Baseball, everybody. Dave Sims, along with Mike Flowers and the entire Root Sports crew, as we anxiously await the start of Felix Hernandez taking the mound. And let's take a look at the Toronto lineup that he'll be facing this evening.
Yuniel Escobar back in the lineup. He's hitting .476 so far this year. He's been a hot hitter. Last year's home run king Jose Bautista off to a good start at .364. Then the young catcher Aaron Sebia, it's been quite a story all year long, I think, hitting .368 for the Blue Jays. Take a look at the numbers for Felix. So far off to a really nice start. 2.25 ERA, 16 innings pitched for him, 11 strikeouts. And the defense behind him. In the outfield will be Bradley, Michael Saunders in center field, Ichiro out and right. And across the infield, Biggins and Brendan Ryan on the left side. Jack Wilson back in the lineup at second base. Smoke at first.
First pitch sent right back through the box. A base hit by Yuniel Escobar. Is he on fire or what? He is now 11 for 22. 50 degrees here in Seattle. Winds out of the west at 1 mile per hour. As the first pitch is sent right back through the box. That is some start. 11 for 20, first 22. Here's Corey Patterson. Popped it up. They were working on this before the game. Jeff Datz, Miguel Olivo, and Chris Jimenez. They had the jugs gun out there, and Datsy was shooting pop-ups in the air for the catchers. Got that in a defensive position. They didn't do it with their mask on, but they put it's that drill. You put your head down, and then you got to go find it. And they worked on that a lot. So Miguel was anxious, trying to make that catch. Corey Patterson was with the Mariners, and then remember he asked for his release midway through last spring training. And here's the work that Datsy was working with. There's Miguel. That's a heck of a drill. And there's still some guys in Major League Baseball and baseball throughout the country who can still hit those fungos straight up in the air. Eddie Rodriguez, who used to be with the Mariners, now with Kansas City, can do it. Jack Wilson, front end. And they will not get to the speedy Patterson down the line.
It's a lost art, isn't it?
Oh,
Guys that can hit the fungos. You don't see it very often anymore. We'll take a look at it. Jack Wilson, as we mentioned, back in at second base tonight. Ball hit in front of Escobar, slowed him up, so they go and they get the lead runner out. Not a chance to turn double play. Escobar is interesting. You're talking about him. I'm sure that they're happy to have him back in the lineup. Getting kicked in the head, I believe, when he was breaking up a double play and missed some time.
That is scary. Here's some home run leader last year, Jose Bautista. What a year. Are you kidding? Silver Slugger Award. Led the major leagues in home runs, extra bases, tied for first in total bases. Won the Hank Aaron Award as the American League's most outstanding offensive performer. And when he swings, he is emptying the bag. Looks and strike.
You can see him really load up with his front leg. He'll pick it up off the ground, trying to time it, get all of his weight behind it.
But the fact that his home run production last year was a plus 41. That got through Miguel. Down a second easily is Patterson. Wild pitch.
We'll take a look at this breaking ball. Has to turn his glove over. Like between his glove and his leg. He was in good shape to block that ball. Sometimes when it's spinning off of a breaking ball, it'll take a right turn on you.
So Felix got to defend against a terrific hitter. Bautista's off to a good start. 2 home runs, 2 runs batted in, hitting .364. He also led the majors with a home run every 10.5 at bats. Count goes to 3-1. Hard luck loser last time out. Felix Hernandez at Texas goes 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, just 2 earned, 3 walks, and 6 Ks. Back with a strike. Fist right over the third base coach's head. Brian Butterfield. John Farrell in his first year as manager of the Toronto Blue Jays, last 5 years with the Boston Red Sox as their pitching coach. He and Eric Wedge know each other. And there's Don Wakamatsu. Don Wakamatsu, of course, the former Mariner manager. He and Farrell played against each other in college. Mutual friend basically got them together. Mutual friend said a lot of good things about Waka. Toronto brought him in, liked it, made almost an immediate offer. So Don Wakamatsu as Bautista draws a walk. I asked Waka, I said, what did you learn about the last couple of years? He says, let you know in a couple of years. We're not going to talk about it right now. There's what Waka did with the Mariners. Dismissed last summer. He had a couple offers. He said the Toronto folks were very definitive. They wanted him. They were paying him a really good wage. The other teams didn't throw their offers on the table. They sort of talked around it. A lot of people thought he was going to go back to Buck Showalter. Here's Adam Lind. He's at first base now. Lyle Overbay is gone. And this team hit 257 home runs. And they've lost a lot of that personnel, including Vernon Wells, who hit 30. There's a strike. 31 by Wells, 20 by Lyle Overbay, 17 by Alex Gonzalez, 20 by John Buck. Good pitch.
One of the things we saw from Felix when he was in Oakland and in Texas, the first inning seemed to give him a little bit of trouble to work his way through it. And after that, he obviously settled down in both of those games. His defense let him down in Texas. But
23 call. So 2 down. Yeah, his rally in the Oakland game I thought was sharper than he was in the Texas game.
Yes. But it's 2 different lineups. I mean,
yeah, good point.
He was being a little more careful in Arlington.
Yeah, no question, especially down there, right? But he gave up, what, the home run to Willingham in Oakland.
Right.
Then tore through that lineup. And if Jack by his own admission, hey, if he makes that double play, he's probably out of either 1 run or no runs.
Right.
There's Aaron Hill. Hold up.
Doesn't seem right, does it, when you can throw 95 in on their hands and they come back with a nice cutter away at 95 miles an hour. You're talking about Willingham. That's one of the things he was talking about after he hit that home run. He said he didn't see anything like that again the rest of the night.
No, not going to happen. A strike to Hill. Ground ball foul. Hill, big home run guy as a second baseman, 26 last year. Career best 36 in 09 with 108 RBI. Some serious pop from your second baseman, getting 62 home runs over a 2-year span. And basically, when you look at his numbers coming out of nowhere, he was a single-digit guy. He had 17, then he dropped to 2. He was hurt, and then he's come back with a whole bunch. Big pop here, 1 and 2. Strike 3 called, got him. Felix gets out of trouble. A couple of strikeouts looking. That's what a stopper does. Nothing across for Toronto. The Mariners coming to bat. Now here comes Ichiro to lead it off for the Mariners against Jesse Litch. We take a look at the lineup.
And following Ichiro will be Figgins, and then Bradley, Cuss, Smoke, Olivo, Saunders hitting 7th. Starting to swing the bat well, and then it's Ryan and Jack Wilson back in the lineup. He will hit 9th. Here's the numbers for Litch. Control type pitcher, ERA to 4.26, just 6 1/3 innings pitched so far this year, but 7 strikeouts for him.
He's had his share of physical problems. Tommy John surgery, right labral tear, shoulder. Only made 10 starts over the last 2+ seasons. To go through all that, keep battling back and make this ball club, you know he's a tough customer. The middle base hit. Good start for the Mariners as Ichiro. There's a little ignition into that offense.
Take a look at it. Pitch running away from him. Nice piece of hitting. Keep his head right on the ball. Take a look at it below the strike zone. Nice way to start. Take a look at the defense. David mentioned Corey Patterson back out in center field for the Jays, and you have Escobar and Hill up the middle. And the catcher is young catcher Aaron Sebia behind the plate.
Sean Figgins hitting just a .135, lays down a bunt. It's too hard and foul.
Not a bad idea, trying to get something started early in the game with Felix on the mound. Bunt Ichiro down, maybe get a base hit.
Figgins 1 for 3 against Jesse Litch. Third baseman Nix hit on the grass. Short bunt, takes the ball. 1-1. Figgins said the Texas series really messed him up in terms of his swing. He's felt like he got back on top of the ball in the Cleveland series, holding his hands a little bit higher towards his ears so he can get down on top of the ball a lot better. Slaps one into left field, so the first 2 men are aboard. It's the same direction. He made a attempt for a base hit in the first game against Cleveland, but he lined out to the third baseman.
But it's a good sign. He had a nice spring, and this is the reason why we saw a lot of this from just solid line drive, spraying it around the field. So after he went through a tough patch, looks like maybe he's out of it, swinging the bat better.
So first and second, here's Milton Bradley. Milton 3 for 6 against Jesse Litch. To the strike. Home plate umpire tonight, Scott Barry. John Hirschbeck at first, Wally Bell at second, and Laz Diaz at third. Bradley. Milton looking for his first base hit here in the homestand. He's 0 for 8 in total. His streak 0 for 9 going back to the road trip. Check swing, foul, 0-2.
That's 3 pitches in a row. Lips trying to go inside. First pitch was a fastball, a two-seamer that he ran back on the inside corner. Then he came back with a couple of sliders. Last one, 86 miles an hour up in the zone. So they're trying to stay in on the hands of Milton.
Great speed on the base paths. Nobody out. Litch won his first outing. 5-3 over Oakland. 2-0 in the spring, a 4.09 ERA. Here's the other thing. He led the club during the spring in strikeouts. The 1-2 to Milton. 2-2.
Well, so far, it's 5 pitches to Milton, all of them inside. Stay in on his hands. You have to believe with Don Wakamatsu in the other dugout, they have a pretty good scouting report.
The best.
Yeah.
And Milton strikes out. No strikeout for Litch.
Well, after pounding him inside, he comes back. It looks like a changeup that's down and away. It's a play by Aaron Sebia to keep that ball in front of him.
Here's Jack Cust. Would dearly love to turn that 188 into 288. Jack 2 for 12 in the homestand as Aaron Sebia setting the defense. Ball out of play.
Well, 288. A couple of 2 for 4s. He'll have it to 250 and give himself something to work with. That's how quickly you can change it early in the season. A couple of good games and get your average back where you have something to work with. It doesn't take much.
Beautiful postcard indeed for the great city of Seattle and the Pacific Northwest region. One 1 to Cust. Jack's going to have to battle now. 0-2. Cust has a 2 for 9 ledger against Jesse Litch.
It's an exact opposite of Milton Bradley. Pitches to Cust off the plate away. Going to run his two-seamer away from him.
Striking out. Litch has battled back after giving up consecutive singles, has consecutive strikeouts.
He goes away again, just climbs the ladder a little bit. This pitch above the belt. Definitely off the plate away. Look at all 3 pitches.
That'll bring up Justin Smoke. Couple of runners out there. See if they can get a new theme Get the 2 runners out there, get them over, get them in. Been a struggle, a .197 team batting average in the 3 losses to Cleveland. Fouled off, strike 1 to Smoke, hitting .226, no homers and 2 runs batted in.
Yeah, seeing Ichiro and Figgins getting on base together in the first inning is something we were hoping to see a lot this year. And now they're still sitting in the same spot.
Chris Chambliss, new hitting coach. Boys keep putting in their work. Right now the results aren't coming. But Eric White said that the guys have been great in the dugout. Everybody's got their head up and into the game. And if it was the other way, he said, hey, I would correct it. But he's very happy with the demeanor of this ball club.
Well, it should be. We've talked about it. This is just the 10th game of the season out of a 162 game schedule. Going to struggle at times. They just happen to be doing it here early in the season, but you have to stay into it and stay after it if you want to get out of it.
1-1. Pretty deliberate. Here's the 2-1 to Smoke. Mitchell did not have that big lead, and Escobar was not making a play. Felix with the Fay Hawk again. 2-1. Olivo's on deck. If Mr. Smoke can get into launch mode here with a favorable count at 3-1. Go Litch, 3-1 to Smoke. He's indecisive, got fooled on that. 3-2.
Yeah, it was a situation with 3-1. He thought he was going to get a fastball and he was ready to turn it loose. I don't mind it. Take a shot at it. Bottom of it falls out. Whoops. All right, well, you get another shot. 3-2. Now the runners will take off with the pitch.
Based on what you've seen to this point, 3-2, that pitch. What do you anticipate Litch coming back with?
I have not seen him double up on his changeup yet. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it's either going to be a slider, I think, down and into him, or he's going to throw his 2-seamer away, which seems to be a safe pitch.
3-2 pitch. Runners go. Ball 4.
He actually doubled up that time.
So the Mariners, let's compare them to the Baltimore Orioles. Buck Showalter has that team off to a fine start. Baltimore top the American League East. Team batting average is about the same. Team OPS, Baltimore with the edge. Bases empty. Baltimore really not getting it done. The Mariners are reasonable, nothing great. However, 360 trumps .194 anytime, any place, any planet.
Right. So the Mariners basically are getting more opportunities than the Orioles, but the Orioles are cashing theirs in.
Here's an opportunity for Miguel Olivo. Slider outside, ball 1. 6-man to the plate. Trying to get Felix Hernandez some runs.
So piling on some pitches for Litch here in the first inning. This will be his 23rd pitch.
Career grand slam. He's thinking 2. So you got Ichiro at 3rd, Figgins, he's at 2nd, Smoke at 1st. runs. 1-1. He's not as sharp as he's been, and the Mariners have had good eyes here.
Yellow Levo been around now. He knows that the pressure's on the pitcher. Doesn't matter whether he can get a good pitch to hit. He doesn't have to try to expand the zone at all.
At the end of the bat, taking it himself is Lind, and that'll do it. They load him up. Can't get anybody in. One in the books here at Safeco Field. No score.
Dave?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Pleasant night here at Safeco Field. The roof opened up a little before the game. And, hey, look who stopped by. It's Jay Buhner, Mariners Hall of Famer. How are you, pal?
Wonderful. How are you guys?
Doing well. Good to have you.
Do a little bit better if we got a couple of runs across the board there.
Yeah, especially early with Felix on the mound.
No doubt about it. I mean, the guy can only do so much, right?
That's what we've seen in this 7-game losing streak.
And you guys know as well as I do, all it's going to take is one guy to pop one through there, and then, you know, I can breathe a little bit now. Now they can get going, is get contagious, and next thing you know, they'll drop a 55-gallon can on them and keep adding on, adding on. Let's hope that's the case tonight.
JP Arancibia, the catcher. Jonathan Paul, 0-2. Nasty. 3 consecutive strikeouts now for Felix Hernandez. That's the first swinging.
That's a buckle-up shut for Toronto, isn't it? After getting punched out 15 times yesterday, and it doesn't get any easier for him with the King.
I think it gets worse.
Oh, boy. Especially with the off-speed pitch already, you know?
Nasty.
Jared Weaver got him for 15 yesterday. He was the strikeout king in the American League. Felix is number 2.
Guys are going back going, you do it. Oh, you better get that first pitch fastball.
There's Travis Snyder. Travis back in his home state. Born in Kirkland, lives in Linwood, Washington.
Oh, look at that. Hometown fans, some home cooking. Hope it wasn't that good at hometown cooking.
Had a good year last year. Career best 255, 14 homers, 32 runs batted in. Tough start here. Four-pitch walk. Second walk issued by Felix Hernandez. He's got 3 strikeouts. Celebrating the King. I believe that was Red, who used to have the big Beltray head on a stick.
Oh, yeah. He's still here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right behind first base over there.
Yeah, that was him. That was him in the King.
Yeah.
King deal.
Quite the fan.
There's Edwin Encarnacion, the DH. To left field. Bradley will not get that. One hop off the fence. Flying around is Snyder to hold him. And a 1-out double for Encarnacion.
Being aggressive right away. Takes a hack. Looks like it's a fastball. Middle in. Hits it hard. Don't have to play it off of a hop. I think that's probably a good idea. Watching what Felix has tonight. Go up there and get your hacks in.
No
because
doubt.
if you get behind, he's going to finish you off.
It's the best way to hit that off-speed pitch right there. Don't miss that cookie.
His team last year, here's Jason Nixon, was with Cleveland and the White Sox last year, playing at third base tonight. I can remember last time when we saw Toronto last year hitting 257 home runs. And it seemed like everybody was backlegging, falling to that knee. I mean, they just didn't leave anything.
There's one way to take care of that. That's right. Come up and in hard, man. Let them know it's your plate.
Fagan's off his glove. Snyder will score. Encarnacion will go to third. Boy, that was a rocket. So an RBI by Jason Nix gives Toronto a 1-0 lead.
This is 2 balls in a row that are hit right on the button. Nice job pulling his hands back inside and getting the barrel to it. Take a look at Figgins right off the heel of his glove.
base.
A little top spin.
Mixed with his 4th RBI, gets it back to the top of the order in Escobar. 11 for 22. How about the start of his season? Runners at the corners.
It all evens out. He'll be 2 for 22 at some point this year.
It all evens out. I hated that saying. Does it really?
I loved it when I was hitting 150. It gave me something to look forward to.
Throw the knuckles for a knock. Yes.
So they call it average. Swing and a miss.
Nothing like the attitude adjusters.
That's right.
Especially off of this guy.
Escobar, the shortstop. 275 last year with 4 home runs and 16 runs batted in.
Big kid.
Ball and a strike. Infield a double play depth. Bears hit him loaded up in the first. Couldn't score. Now trying to prevent any further damage here. A run in and 1 out. Fouled into Olivo's glove. Ball and 2 strikes. Ready to go here. 1 and 2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 and a big one. 2 down here in the 2nd inning.
Doesn't seem fair that he's able to throw that pitch at 90 miles an hour and watch the bottom drop out of it. Escobar off to a great start. Had to face it his first time up, and he just has to wave at it.
Felix making a little adjustment, taking a little off his fastball. You can see a lot late movement at the end there.
It's one of the things we saw in Oakland in the opener. First inning, he was really just firing away, and Willingham hits a home run off of him.
And then
after that, and he was getting through innings in a hurry, just pitching to contact. But there was so much movement. Look at that breaking ball.
That's smart.
It is very smart.
Go at him till they prove you wrong, and then make an adjustment.
Yeah.
Especially for as young as he is. I mean, he's still got a lot of great years ahead of him, but he's a smart pitcher.
I thought that's where he turned the corner last year, Jay, is the ability to do what you're saying. Okay, well, I'm just going to start taking something off of it and get quick outs. You know, I mean, he goes out and he throws 20 pitches in the first inning, and he's able to get some quick outs after that.
Keeps his defense on their toes. They're in the game.
In that game, Mike, the opener, 2 runs, 2 hits, a 2-run homer in the first inning. Doesn't give up another hit till the 4th. Doesn't give up any more runs, and then he gives up 2 more hits in the 8th. That was it. That's playable. Coming in, center fielder Saunders. And that'll do it. So Felix gives up a run, but leaves 2 stranded to the home second. 1-0 Blue Jays. Take a look at our Banner Bank building to the future. Most quality starts in a season since 1977. This is an august group, if there ever was one. Dwight Gooden before his fall. Steve Carlton, Hall of Famer. Mike Scott had a great run with the scuff ball. Felix Hernandez. Come on, let's call it what it is. Randy Johnson, Greg Maddux, Brett Saberhagen, and Phil Necro. Talk to Ian. Come on, you were in the American League during that time, but you talked to any of his contemporaries, right? You know. Okay.
Jose Cruz fan club. Oh, yeah, we used to pack it in to go watch Mike Scott pitch.
Did he get some movement or what?
Oh. He improvised very well.
Oh, boy. Here's Michael Saunders. He took a tip from Brendan Ryan yesterday when Chad Durbin came into the game. Chad had been with the Phillies. Ryan, of course, had been with the Cardinals. He said, look, Cutter. And that's what he got, and he hit it out. Nice catch on the first play of the ball game, too. Sinking drive by Brantley yesterday. This one a slicing drive to left field. Travis Snyder for the first out. So we're right above the A in Safeco at Root Sports. Moving hands there. Good to have Jay Buhner working with us this evening. as Brendan Ryan steps in. What do you think of Ryan so far from what you've seen? He's not swinging the bat real well, but
he's a spark plug, and he's full of energy, and he makes the plays, man. Just make the routine plays. I mean, that's, you guys know that. Especially when it's a little tough right now, just play good defense.
What'd you do to work your way out of, help work your way out of a situation like the boys are going through right now?
Just positive reinforcement. Keep things as positive as you can, and keep working hard, coming out early hitting. We love the early hit, and I love the early hit, and just the more hacks, muscle memory. Try not to make a mountain out of a molehill, man. A lot of it, that's all it is.
Overthink it.
Yeah, no doubt. And guys want to be the guy to get that big knock, so it's only natural you put that undue pressure on yourself. But it's early.
1-2 to Ryan. Jack Wilson to follow.
I think the other thing, Dave makes a good point with Brendan talking to Saunders yesterday before he hit the home run. And so many times you talk about what the manager is going to do with the lineup, what's the hitting coach doing, and all that. Really, it comes down to the guys that are walking up to the plate and talking to him,
no doubt,
and getting an idea of what's going on out there. That's right.
Bautista puts that one away for the second out.
Or guys on the on-deck circle, guys on the bench that aren't playing, and try to see if a guy's tipping or if somebody in the middle of the infield's moving on certain pitches, location, falling into patterns, routines, all those things. Take advantage of it, man.
Here's Jack Wilson. He went to what I referred to as Thompson Tech before the game. Robbie Thompson had him out there. Jack was at second base. Mike Brumley was hitting ground balls. Luis Rodriguez was at short. Adam Kennedy was working in with Jack. And Robbie Thompson, bench coach, was, as you guys know, was a great second baseman with the Giants. You know, you gotta teach Jack. And as Mike Brumley said, as a shortstop, everything's coming at you from 45 degrees, 90 degrees at second base. And as I remember, you were big at blowing people up in double plays.
That's what you're supposed to do. They throw out the anchor on that second base, you knock them out in the left field. That's the way you play the game.
That's a tough adjustment coming from shortstop to second base.
And we just saw the what's the shortstop with the Marlins? He just got taken out by Bill Hall.
Oh yeah, Hensley,
come on,
Ramirez,
yeah,
right, Hanley Ramirez. Billy got in there late and really, boy, he put a lick on him.
Trying to use second base as a little bit of defense, and he went right over the top of the bag, and next thing you know, playing the game hard, man.
2-2, Jack Wilson.
But Jack's an athlete. He can pick it. I mean, the play he made,
Texas.
Oh man, I mean, come on, that could be right up there already as the top play of the year. And so when you got that kind of range, you need to be in the lineup day in and day out. It's going to take a while, understandably, but with those kind of hands and that kind of range, way better ball club with him in the lineup.
Dribbler, Lynch will take care of it. Bounces it up there. Dug out nicely by Adam Lind.
Pitchers with the thing, what is it?
Step and throw, step and throw. You hear coaches screaming all the time. 1-0 Jays. If you're looking for the best value at Safeco Field, you can purchase 2 full season tickets and receive 2 for free. Select seats are available in the Terrace Club outfield and few reserved seating areas. For more information, go to mariners.com/season tickets. So Jose Bautista leading off. Of the guys that both of you guys have seen during your time that swing hard, I mean really hard, where's this guy rank?
He doesn't get cheated, but I tell you what, you throw up 50 plus, you're doing some serious damage. My goodness.
2-1. I don't think I've ever seen him take a soft swing.
Well, I know this. One of the things that Jay, I'm sure, remembers too, but with Lou Piniella, when he talk about hitting the baseball with all your weight. He is some kind of loading up when he's getting ready. So when he decides to go, and you'll see him take some bad swings at some breaking balls in the dirt and miss them by 1.5 feet. But if he gets it right, you're in trouble.
He knows how to set a pitcher up too. He'll turn right back around, sit on that thing.
He'll lift that front leg and just kind of sway back, get on his backside, and just turn it loose when he wants to let it go.
3-2. He beat Felix with a home run last trip to Toronto last September.
What, 1-0 game? That's a tough loss, isn't it?
Felix pitched a beautiful game too.
Golly.
Ryan
Look at
in the grass. And Bautista's in with a base hit. Ryan knew he had to get rid of it. He was a couple 3 steps onto the grass.
Doesn't show it off very often, but he shows a strong arm on this play too. Take a look at it, gets rid of it quickly. A little bit high, so Justin tries to make the adjustment. Actually, a nice play by Bautista. That's not easy to do. Last second, try to go into that dive.
And then get up, still healthy.
So Bautista putting on his base running gear. Swing, big one by Lynn, who struck out looking on an 0-2 pitch.
Trust me, he kicked it in another gear a little bit too. When he saw him make that pick, he's going, come on, I need that attitude adjuster. Don't do it to me.
Pitcher's pitch.
Where'd that mean?
He's wondering the same thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's being consistent. Give it to him. Open it up.
Adam Lynn, 23 homers, 72 RBI last year, coming off a 35-114 in 09.
These guys get their hacks in, no doubt about it.
Wayne Murphy, you played against him. He's their hitting coach. All 2 strikes.
That's Torrey over at first too, right?
Torrey Labulo. You were with him at the Yankees, right?
Man, we were with him, and then Brian Butterfield was one of my coaches in the Yankee organization. Good group of guys, man. Butter's been around a long time.
Yeah,
great baseball man. He was one of Buck Showalter's right-hand guys for a lot of years. Him and Glenn Sherlock.
Felix is ready. The 1-2 to Adam Lynn. Did he go? No, he didn't. They checked with Laz Diaz. 2-2. Felix giving a look to Laz.
What do you think?
Ring them up. Unless I'm hitting.
Exactly.
No, you know, I'm surprised. They're starting to call that more and more, so I'm surprised he didn't call that one.
2-2. Got him. Bautista hung up. A foul?
Yeah. Foul ball.
That would have been a nice double play.
Fans came prepared. It's like a blanket giveaway from the recent past. 2 balls, 2 strikes with Bautista at first. Felix's first home start of 2011. Full count. Again, Michael Pineda makes his home debut tomorrow against Ricky Romero. Wednesday, getaway day game, Jason Vargas against Kyle Drabeck.
Did you get a chance to see Michael start in Texas? Did you watch any of that?
I watched it, yeah. I'll tell you what, he's, you know, he's kind of telegraphing his off-speed pitch through spring training. It was kind of coming across his body and slowing things down, and he looks sharp. He's got a bright future, there's no doubt about that. And having Felix to kind of be in his ear a little bit certainly helps. I think 6 foot. Six foot a million, and by the time he lets go of the ball with those long arms too, he's right on top of you.
3-2. Down a play.
And all these kids throwing 97 plus. Whew.
For me, what I took away after he was finished is I was pleasantly surprised, and the reason why I say that is because there are so many people hyping him up and so much going into it, and I'm thinking, well, he is going into Arlington. That's a pretty good hitting lineup. It's his first start.
No
you
doubt.
know, I just didn't want to put that much pressure. But by the time
him up to fail.
That's right. And by the time he walked off the mound and he was done, I was really impressed with the way he handled himself.
Carried himself well. More and more confidence.
Pineda Lose the game 3-2 and going 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs. Swing and a miss, and Lind is gone. Strikeout number 5 for Felix Hernandez. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. 2 with Toronto, then a very, very quick road trip to Kansas City, and back home for a nice homestand.
Be nice, only 4 on the road. Well, KC, it's a nice little place to go hit.
Temperatures, though, for the night games in the mid to upper 30s.
That's what it is here tonight.
Batista back is leaving.
I'll deal with the weather.
Yeah, I agree.
I heard that they closed Stroud's down though.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That is.
Used to love that fried chicken.
I mean,
kill that Yardbird. Woo.
We're on the radio
Those
side.
sticky buns.
If that is true, if that report is true, they're in mourning already. They'll be hanging the black drape outside the booth any minute now.
Oh, that was that place in Black Eyed Pea. We would crush that.
Runner goes. Throw by Oliva.
Nice pick.
Now you got that.
There.
Nobody covering. Is he there? Got it.
Oh, dropped the ball.
Goodness gracious.
I think he called him safe anyway. Said he got in there.
So after all of that, a stolen base. Wally Bell even chuckling. A stolen base for Bautista.
Well, busted hit and run, huh?
The key to this is it starts with a nice pick by Jack Wilson at second base and get him in the rundown. Brendan Ryan, who was actually backing Jack up, had to come back in to cover the base. Oh, he gets kicked in his elbow and jarred the ball loose.
So Bautista's first stolen base. Boy, kicked in the elbow. How about
watch
that?
Him. Kick him.
The follow through. Just missed his grill,
missed
too.
His face.
Oof.
Almost spitting chiclets.
There's the ball.
Good hustle play.
Meanwhile, 0-1. That was a strike.
Tough way to get a stolen base right there.
Felix stranded 2 back in the second inning while giving up a run.
Toronto trying to get guys in scoring position, put some pressure pitches on old Felix here.
Toronto coming in hitting .254. Early going their first 9 games, and runners in scoring position .210.
Yeah, what they leave 14 on yesterday, I think they said. 15 punchies against them.
Weaver was really dealing.
That'll drop it down to 250 in a hurry.
1-1 to Hill. Well struck down the line. Fair ball. That'll get Bautista home. 2-0 Toronto. And Aaron Hill in the second with a double and an RBI.
Nice short swing. Another pitch that is up.
Tracks it down. Second double of the season for Hill. And Encarnacion with a double earlier. Fouled off by Aaron Sebia. Debut Aaron Sebia had last August 7th Major Leagues. 4 hits, 2 home runs. He's only the second man in Major League Baseball.
It's all downhill from there.
Yeah, right. Major League Baseball history to do that. The professional baseball history says Charlie Riley of the American Association's Columbus Ball Club, October 9, 1889, did the same thing.
Well, when he's out of the game, you can always say, I'm in the record books for something.
You betcha.
Well, how soon that's going to be. He came into the game today hitting .368 with a couple of home runs.
Picking out where he left off, huh? It's that easy, huh? We'll see how easy it is right here.
Ball and a strike. Popped up.
Come on, Ichiro.
Ichiro can't get it. Holding or advancing to third is Aaron Hill after the holdup. Boy, no man's land. Could not drop it in a better place for Toronto.
Well, we mentioned 368. Sometimes when you're hitting that high and you're off to a good start, you get hits like that. Little parachute out in right field. Felix jammed him up.
I just think it's an easy game right now.
Carl Willis. Quick conversation. Hang in there. Travis Snyder's going to be the next hitter. Carl, almost read his whole demeanor. Hey, that happens. You got to get the next guy.
Get a double play ball and get off the field.
I agree.
So Aaron Sebia was a star college player at University of Tennessee. Sets up Toronto first and third, one out, one in. So you got an infield hit to Bautista. Bullet double into the corner. Aaron Sebia drops one in amongst three players. Travis Snyder looks at a strike. He walked and scored in the second inning. Infield looking for two. 1-1. Some problems with the spikes. One to Snyder. Runner was going. He slaps it foul. They undoubtedly saw the scouting report or saw the tapes of the first two starts of Felix as he got stronger going into the game. And hey, let's get as many runs as we possibly can. Get as many.
They're getting movement too, trying to open up some holes.
Look at his numbers right now. He's 16 batters. He's thrown 14 first pitch strikes, but his splits aren't that great yet. He's going to have to work on that. 37 strikes, 21 balls.
Ball of two strikes to Travis Snyder. Do it again.
Get that little BP fastball going. Get him a double play ball right here.
Yeah, let him roll over. I want to hit it to Jack out at second base.
Here comes the 1-2 from Felix Hernandez. It's set up inside. And a calling card. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Buzz that light tower. Get him off that plate.
It's a perfect pitch.
It is.
He could go back away now and get him to roll over on something.
2-2. Aaron Sebia back safely at first. Six hits here for Toronto. He just got a piece of it. Felix has thrown 61 pitches total, 27 this inning.
You can see by the speeds, he's really trying to mix things up with Snyder. Snyder having a nice at bat. This will be the 8th pitch.
Two and two. Does roll over on one. They get the lead run, but a run scores. Hill comes across, make it 3-0. Toronto. They get the force on Aaron Sevier. 2 outs. Snyder brings home a run. 3-0. Blue Jays with Edwin Encarnacion doubled to left his first time.
Not going to throw him that first pitch dead red anymore, is he?
Sixth hitter here in the inning. Back safely is Snyder. One and one. Last 2 starts by this time here in the third, Felix had found that rhythm.
64 pitches right now. Talked about it. He started taking a little bit more off and getting some quick outs. That hasn't been the case tonight.
Runner goes. Throw by Miguel Olivo. Got him. Threw from his knees. Nicely done by Miguel Olivo, and that'll do it for Toronto here in the top of the third. They do get 2 and have a 3-0 lead.
In the East, you didn't expect to see struggling. Boston and Tampa Bay facing off in our Sterling Savings Bank score. And I'm thinking that Johnny Damon might be angry at his former team because right off the bat, he takes Dice K deep, and they never slowed up from there. 16-5 is the way it ends. But Dave, Sam Fuld almost hitting for the cycle in this one.
Sam Fuld has done a great job this last week. A couple of big catches for the Rays in addition to hitting tonight. Here's Ichiro. Thank you, Angie. Ichiro, Figgins, and Bradley. In the home third, down 3-0. 2 hits against Jesse Litch. It was Ichiro and Figgins to lead it off in the first. They loaded him up, couldn't get anybody in. And Litch had a 1-2-3 second.
Johnny Damon's a little upset at his ex-teammate too, probably leaving him hanging. How about that?
There you go, Jay. Bunt foul, 1-2.
Manny being Manny.
Yeah, what do you think of him retiring?
Amazing. Nothing surprises me anymore with that guy. God,
555.
Are you kidding me?
Runs.
You know, if he doesn't want the money, I'll take it. I mean, come on. Be smart. There I go again. Be smart. Duh. Who are we talking about?
1-2 to Ichiro. What was your last year?
Al Hammers has me thinking.
Yeah, right.
2001.
Okay, yeah. Ichiro
A
foul.
long time ago.
Man, it's already 10 years.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good
Yeah.
grief.
Yeah. Time flies, man.
Yes, it does. When you look at that era, I mean, you came through clean. But, I mean, you look at the steroid era. A lot of guys that, had they been clean, those are automatic numbers for the Hall of Fame, like Manny and McGuire and stuff like that. But it's not going to happen.
No, not anymore. There's no way Manny's going to. Not when he blatantly is guilty of doing what he's doing. He can buggy whip it.
3-2 to Ichiro. Sean Figgins on deck, followed by Milton Bradley.
It's a great game, and I think they got things worked out and everything's in place. And I think what they're doing now is definitely evened out the playing field, no doubt about that.
Put it in play down to Nix. He throws over quickly and just gets Ichiro. 1 out here in the third. Mariners and A's and Boeing tip their caps to current and past members of the military and salute the Armed Forces Night on Saturday, April 23rd. Special pregame ceremony begins at 5:30 to honor the accomplishments and sacrifices that these men and women have made. And following the game, 20,000 fans take home a special military coin. For tickets, go to mariners.com. 13,056. Chilly night here in Seattle. Sean Figgins, base hit to left, his first time up.
Boys are going to have to manufacture. Let's go. Get her going.
That's been part of the issue, Jay. They had an opportunity in the first inning to get Ichiro and Figgins on, and nothing happens with it.
You know, as a fan, I find myself second guessing a lot. You know,
right.
Sitting around, jumping on and off the bandwagon like a fickle fan. And but you know, right there, in hindsight, I guess. I mean, early on in the game, you want to bunt your number 3 hitter, get runners in scoring position, and try to take advantage of an early run, get some pressure off right out of the gate.
4-pitch walk to Figgins.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Second walk issued by Litch.
Mine is always easy after the fact.
No doubt. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Coulda. I mean, you know.
He's just given up a couple hits. He might have given up a gapper.
No doubt.
You know, and
Guys
they really have
walk
something
into
going on. Yeah.
Here's Milton Bradley, struck out on a 2-2 pitch.
That is the beauty of the game. What have you done for me lately?
Well, we both have been there. The only way you're going to get out of it is to hit your way out of it. You have to swing it.
Swing hard in case you hit it, baby. Trust your eyes, though. Slow things down early on. First few at bats. Spread out a little bit. Try to get that early attitude adjuster on the board and build off of that.
Snap throw. Aaron Sevian back safely is Figgins.
Nice play with the lefty at bat, too.
That's a good arm. He couldn't step and throw.
I wonder if Figgy hurt himself, too. See, that was the last thing Figgy was thinking with the lefty up there.
To a shoulder, maybe, or wrist.
Sometimes you jam that thumb.
Gonna land on that knee. That dirt's nice and soft.
2-0 now to Milton Bradley. Trying to break an 0 for 9 here in the homestand.
I like it. Put 2 on the board real quick and turn things around.
Well, he was at the dish last year against the A's when you said something to that effect. A little
get squishy right here, man.
Right here, and the next pitch, boom.
Trust me, that's all he's thinking about right here, too. Still hitters count.
Milton's got the earplugs in again.
Is that so you don't hear that little guy on your shoulder talking to you?
If that's, I think that might be the only answer that's applicable here. I'll go with it. 3-1.
Hey, whatever it takes, man.
That's exactly right.
Whatever it takes.
Jack Cust on deck.
He goes yard right here, and they'll be taking those things out. Just they'll be going, way to go.
Figgins 1 for 1 and base stealing. There he goes. Right through the box. Figgy will get the third. Well, Milton Bradley, 3-1 count, delivers a base hit. The third of the night for the Mariners.
Looks like he stays on the changeup. 83 miles an hour. Shoots it right back up the box.
Good piece of hit and stay hard in the middle, man.
So here's your one swing right here. Cuss can elevate. His first home run of the season. First here as a Mariner.
Good a time as any, right?
You bet. Toronto put a run up on the board in the second inning, an RBI by Jason Nix, and then Hill and Snyder drove in third inning runs.
Let's just start with one and build off of that. How's that?
Good a place as any to start.
I like it. Pay attention to that guy over there too much and leave one down the middle of the plate.
Bradley's attempted one steal and was successful, but they can. Jack Cuss turned him loose here. Ball one. Shortstop playing up the middle, sort of a modified Cuss shift here. Double play depth. 1-1 to Jack.
Seems like more and more teams are starting to do that. You didn't see that quite as much when we were playing. I didn't see that often. Did you? The modified shift?
No.
Unless, I mean, there were certain guys, I mean, but for the most part, I've seen it more and more against, especially against left-handed hitters.
Him, Tomey, Big Poppy.
I think the first time that I noticed it was against Junior.
Of all people, too, had just as much power, you know, line to line as anybody.
Right.
They're just baiting you or forcing you to try to hit the ball the other way.
Recording it. Probably have it up on Facebook and or Twitter if he goes deep. One and two to Cust. Jack 2 for 10 against Lich. A lot of work here. Just in the third inning. Two and two to Cust. Paying a lot of attention to the base runners. Figgins at third, Bradley at first.
He's turning into a human rain delay right now. $3-0 lead. Let's go.
Break the full count to Cust.
Pay attention to that guy. Nibble, nibble. I like it. Keep doing it.
Justin Smokes on deck. Pitch you looking for here, Jay?
Dead red.
3-2. Bounce it up there. The bases are loaded for Justin Smoke.
How about that?
Quick reminder that this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Jay Buhner joining in with us. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and our Roots Sports crew. Pitching coach is Bruce Walton gone out for a conversation.
What do you think he's saying?
He's saying, why don't you throw some strikes? You're up 3-0. You've walked two batters in this inning.
I mean, you were dealing. You were in the rocking chair, and now what are you doing? You getting bored? Are you getting? Let's go. You put your defense to sleep, and me.
The long ball away of having a deficit too.
I don't get it. Pitchers will drive you nuts sometimes, man. Made that walk to center field too many times.
Yeah. Well, now you just need to make them pay for it.
Believe it.
We're down an umpire, Les Diaz, now between second and third.
Now, this is a kid I want to see get his first one right here.
Hits the Smoke. Ball one.
Come to Papa.
Smoke 0 for 6. Bases loaded. 0 for 1 this season with a strikeout.
That's going to change right here.
1-0. Back with a strike, 1-1. John Hirschbeck was with us when we started. He's not out there. The umpire. The 1-1 outside. Mariners have him loaded up with 1 out. John Farrell sweating this one. He's got a 3-0 lead. Smoke with a long ball can change it. The 2-1 breaking ball and a good one.
Sorry, can't do nothing there. Tip your hat. Still got another one.
There are your runners. Figgins, Bradley, Cust. Two and two.
Oh, baby. I think that's the thing young hitters got to understand, Michael, is the guy makes a good pitcher's pitch. You can't look for that anyway. Tip your hat and keep on hacking, man. Stay with the game plan.
Second time up for Smoke. He walked his first time. 2 and 2 with the bases loaded.
I think the thing that you learn with more experience too is you have a guy that struggled. He's walked a couple of guys. He's the one that is feeling the pressure right now. You know, you need to go up there, and typically I found that one of the first 2 pitches was usually a pretty good pitch to hit. You have to be ready to roll. If he makes one on the corner like he did to get a second strike, at that point you do exactly what you said. I mean, nothing you can do with it. Eventually he's going to have to put something on that dish for you to get a good hack off on it.
But you're right. Don't give the. Sometimes you find yourself giving the pitcher too much credit.
Yeah, I think you need to have an aggressive mindset, especially if you're one of the guys like he is hitting in the middle of the lineup. Turn loose.
Bases are loaded. Man, you can't get too cute. Throw a ball away, get a run.
Right.
The opportunity here for Smoke at 2 and 2. Make it a full count with the bases loaded.
Now see it. Still see it. You never know. It's the big leagues, baby.
And Lish has already shown that he does not like to give in.
No, little change up right here. You never know. Just see that thing right out of his hand.
Something's got to give right here. 3 and 2 from Litch to Smoke with the bases loaded. The pitch struck him out. 2 down. Litch's 3rd strikeout.
And he does. 84 miles an hour. Throws a little breaking ball up there. Justin think he has to throw him a fastball to hit. He doesn't get it. Waves right over the top of it.
Same pitch.
Man,
he was 3-1.
Yeah, and that's what I said. You got to see it out of his hand. Don't assume in that situation.
Here's Olivo. Hit it off the end of his bat and grounded out to the first baseman. Mariners left the bases loaded in the 1st inning. Strike 1. First inning, he threw on Figgins base hits, then a strikeout. Bradley. Cuss struck out. Smoke walked. Olivo grounded out the first.
Still in that little get me over breaking ball. I don't know about you, but I'd be sitting on that thing.
Well, right now, I mean, this whole inning has been a lot of off speed pitches.
The 0-1.
Easy from up here, though.
Yeah. There's a drive to left field, but it looks like it's going to stay in the park as Snyder a step from the track, and that'll do it. 2 of the first 3 innings. The Mariners leave them loaded and trail 3-0. twice. Right now, time for AT&T trivia question. Felix Hernandez, 72 career wins, but how many pitchers have more career wins with the Mariners than Felix Hernandez? Here are your answers. All you have to do is text 95323. Got a change here as Sean Figgins out of the game and Luis Rodriguez takes over at third base.
Must have hurt himself going back in the first.
Somewhere along the line, he did. First pitch from Felix Hernandez to Edwin Encarnacion is a strike. Encarnacion was at the plate when Travis Snyder was caught for the third out, trying to steal second. So here's the base hit by Nix on that dive right there. Maybe he rolled it over that left wrist right there. Yep, that's what it was right there. And that was before he was out base running. They got taped up before that. Here's a hard smash through the whole base hit on an 0-2 pitch by Encarnacion.
No doubt he re-aggravated it and going back in the first. So
Encarnacion 2 for 2, double the left, single to left. So it was on the Knicks base hit. That was in the second inning with one out. It was an RBI single. And here's Knicks again. Want to know to Jason. Toronto's had the leadoff runner on base against Felix Hernandez now in the first, third, and fourth innings. Well stroked left field. Bradley will watch it get to the wall. Encarnacion being held at third. A double by Nix. He's having a night. The bottom of the order having a night against Felix Hernandez. He pounded that.
These guys are not getting cheated on that inside pitch. That's for sure.
That's 6 hits. In the batting order from spots 5 through 9. Contusion, base of left thumb for Figgins. Hopefully this will not keep him out of much action as we move forward this week. Top of the order, here's Escobar. He's 1 for 2.
See how long he's going to be out. That's tough when you
bottom hand, man. Oof.
Yeah.
From a hitter standpoint, that's not good.
Anytime you have issues with your hands or your wrists, it's tough.
Get you into some bad habits.
Yeah.
That and your foundation, your feet.
Big sweeper, 1-1. Blue Jays lost 2 of 3 at the Angels. And overall, they've lost 3 of their last 4. And it gets through. Oliva on the run's going to score. Wild pitch, second tonight by Felix. Going from second to third is Nix.
This is the second time tonight. It looks like it's going to be a breaking ball. It is. Couldn't tell if that went through. His legs are around him.
Had a wild pitch in the first inning, allowing Corey Patterson to go from first to second. Two and 1. We fought that off.
That was an emergency hack, huh?
It really was.
That's all you can do. That's a good piece of hitting. As ugly as it looks, he lives for another pitch.
Yeah, he was fortunate that that pitch ended up in the middle of the plate just to get a piece of it. Well, buckled him.
2-2.
Felix working hard.
Yeah, 75 pitches for him so far.
5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 wild pitches.
Nobody out in the 4th.
One already in. At third is Jason Nix. Fly ball center field. That'll pick up a run. Saunders makes a catch, and scoring easily is Nix. Sacrifice fly for Escobar. 5th RBI for Escobar. It's 5-0.
You're right, Michael. He's having a hard time getting those off-speed pitches over, and he just threw one away. So, as a hitter, looking dead red.
There's Corey Patterson, fielder's choice, and a fly to center. There's a base hit to right. They are teeing off on Felix.
That's not a same breaking ball, though. That's a
no.
Get me over breaking ball. And I mean,
and it goes back to the first inning where he was throwing the fastball or hitting it, so now he
was filthy the first inning.
Right. 9 hits, 5 runs, 9 hits against Felix Hernandez. There's Bautista, a walk and an infield hit, stolen base, and a run scored. Runner goes. Now he stops. Here's a throw down to first. Back in time is Patterson.
Didn't bother you when you were hitting it all?
No.
I never noticed him.
No, I'm too busy looking at release point. I mean, you might see that a little bit, but do me a favor, get in scoring position. I love it.
Right.
1-0 pitch, Kevin. Bautista pounds it through the hole. Base hit number 10 for Toronto. Four hits this inning. Time now for the Quest high-speed pitch. Felix at 96, but they've turned a bunch of those around. Litch at 92.
Get some action out in the bullpen. Felix is your horse. If you're going to ride him all year, some nights it's not your night. Get him out of there early.
No doubt.
This next pitch will be 80 for him. Looks like it'll be Aaron Laffey.
Former Cleveland Indian. There's Adam Lind. Strike one. Lind with a strikeout, looking and swinging. Five runs, 10 hits. We're only in the 4th inning on Felix. Jays come in at .254 batting average, 7th in the American League.
Up and down the lineup.
Lynn's the only player, only batter not to reach base tonight for Toronto. And here is a 2-1 count to Lind. And he's got some pop. You got to be careful here. Two. Guys, gonna have to really dig down. It's disheartening. You get your stopper, get flogged at home.
Got to find a way, man.
Sure do. 2-2. Encarnacion started it with a base hit to left. Nix doubled to left. Sacrifice fly Escobar. Wild pitch scored Encarnacion. Boy, Patterson and Bautista with base hits. So they've had a party here in the 4th inning. Full count. On deck, Aaron Hill, second baseman. The other side of the story, the Mariners have left the bases loaded twice. 3-2 to Lynn. Bouncing ball, Jack Wilson to Ryan for one. Flip to Smoke for the double play. That'll do it. But another deuce on the board for the Toronto Blue Jays. We played 3.5, and the Blue Jays have a 5-0 lead. It's a Felix night, but it has not been his night. Down 5-0. And here's what the fans thought on the trivia question. How many pitchers have more career wins than the Mariners? Felix Hernandez. And they went with 4. Survey says 4.
Jamie Moyer on the top of the list.
And correct answer is C.
How about Jamie?
Hey, he's bound
Tommy
to
John, and he says I'm gonna pitch in 2012.
Here's Saunders' first pitch swinging. Skies one to left. Snyder makes the catch. Yeah, and it's like the way he talks about it, it's like, oh, I'm wearing a blue suit tomorrow. I mean, it's gonna happen. Good for him. Saunders 0 for 2.
Just funny, he only throws 82. How you gonna get Tommy John? I gave him a little hard time about that, but so I'll tell you, that guy can pitch.
If he comes back next year, he'll be what, 50? Or just turning 50?
Maybe 60. I don't know. Check his birth certificate.
Oh, let's not get into that.
No, I think it's awesome.
Good for him.
And that's a guy that basically was almost at the end of his career. What, came here from Boston, and all of a sudden, look what he's done.
And how many years ago was that? 0-2 to Ryan, who flied out to right his first at bat.
96, I think. Right? Didn't he come over in 96?
Yeah, I think so. It's amazing.
I agree.
Knows how to pitch.
0-2 strikes. Brendan Ryan. Mariners have no runs on 3 hits. They've left 6. Not a vintage night by any stretch for Felix Hernandez. In tight for ball 2.
Mariners had him on the ropes there when he was nibble and couldn't get the big knock.
That's exactly right. A couple innings in a row, bases loaded. There's a base hit.
Dude, it's the big leagues. You got to take advantage of it. You don't get too many opportunities.
So Ryan,
I like it. Be aggressive right there. Make a wild bad throw into second base. Get yourself in scoring position. Play the game hard, man. Oh boy.
That he does.
I like it. I like it a lot. Right out of the box. See that? He's thinking too. I love it. And Brum, the first base coach. I mean, you're on your own, baby. I like it.
So Jack Wilson in his second at bat in his first appearance in the homestand. Tap back the pitcher's first time. Jamie Moore with 267 wins. Did you see that in his future? Back in mid-90s.
No wonder he wants to keep pitching, huh?
I blame him.
Well, I think Necro was doing it. Why not him?
And he's left-handed.
No doubt. And he's smart. He knows how to pitch. He knows how to set up hitters.
Got a ring a couple of years ago with the Phillies. He grew up north of Philadelphia. One out, one on. 0-2 to Jack Wilson. This is outside. Ball, 2 strikes to Jack. 80 pitches on the board for Jesse Litch. Sean Figgins said to leave the game, contusion at the base of his left thumb. Diving for a base hit by Jason Nix in the second inning. Off the end of the bat, foul. Jamie Moyer, second to Phil Niekro with wins after the age of 40 at an even 100. Phil Niekro had 121.
He tipped his pitches, you know that? Niekro.
Got him all the way to the Hall of Fame. To right field. Bautista with a nice catch. Trying to find a break and coming up empty. 2 down.
Maybe Jack was going to dump one in. Batista coming over. Almost looks like he had a little bit of trouble with the lights coming in on that.
I did. Definitely didn't have his head down with his glove.
Right.
There's Ichiro. Singled up the middle. Grounded out to third. 2 outs now for the Mariners. Ichiro coming off an 0 for 4 yesterday. In there for a strike. Mariners basically had this guy taking a standing 8 count and couldn't do anything with him. Bases loaded in the first, bases loaded in the third. Runner goes. There's a throw by Aaron Sebia. Out of time, backed up. Ryan's going to go to third, and he's going to make it. So stolen base for Ryan. He goes to third on the error on the catcher Aaron Sebia.
Eric Witch staying aggressive, putting Brendan in motion. Oh, that took a nasty hop off the cut.
First stolen base.
No sense sitting around waiting.
First stolen base for Ryan. Yeah,
a little hustle, bring a little life back.
Absolutely.
These fans something to cheer about a little bit. Haven't had a whole lot yet.
Ichiro 1 and 2.
Now a little duck snort right here and get a run. Fillet of fish. Something.
Litch has struck out 3. He's walked 3 and given up 3 hits. Make that now 4 hits counting this in. Ryan's at third with 2 outs. Ball foul. Jesse Litch has had his physical problems, but he continues the battle. Tommy John surgery, shoulder surgery. Missed a lot of time recently, and here he is. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Down low. Stays alive.
Which is at 90 pitches here in the 4th.
Somebody could vulture a win here.
That's what I was thinking.
Someone at Penn's going, hey.
He reaches the limit.
3-2. Outside.
Special on that.
Ball 4. That's his 4th walk. And Lynch had hip surgery. Right hip. Not shoulder surgery. Right hip surgery to go with that Tommy Johnson. He's been under the knife a few times. Hey, when you're at Safeco Field, make sure to stop by the Pen presented by Root Sports. The Pen's located in center field. Features a delicious array of new food items. Plus, the Pen provides you with some of the most unique views of the game. Get there early because the Pen gates open 2.5 hours before the first pitch. You're going to enjoy the Mariners and watch them take BP, as well as have some happy hour specials. For details, visit mariners.com/thepen. Here's Luis Rodriguez. Took over third base for Sean Figgins.
Yeah, they really opened it up out there. I was out there earlier. Man, fans are right on top.
Away with Major League experience, Minnesota and San Diego. Fouls it off, 1-1. More base runners for the Mariners. Boy, got his first start yesterday and went 0 for 4. Five runs, 10 hits, an error for Toronto. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Mariners as Rodriguez takes ball 2. Nothing Toronto. Ichiro back safely. Rodriguez trying to get a spark going here for the Mariners. Being shut out. Ichiro back safely again.
Might pick him off. Keeps throwing over there now. Jeez.
Might throw one down the right field line too.
No doubt.
Boy, he is a time consumer, isn't he? 2-1. Rodriguez to center field. Patterson for the third out. 2 more left on. That's 8 left on through 4 for the Mariners, who trail 5-0. Fifth inning action. Felix Hernandez against Aaron Hill, followed by JP Arancibia and Travis Snyder. Hill with a strikeout looking and an RBI double. Popped up. Smoke's got the play. Out territory. By the way, John Hirschbeck, who started the game at first base, he's back. He missed some time here during the course of this contest with the 4 umpires. There's John.
See if Felix can have a quick inning right here.
Mariners will have 3, 4, and 5 coming up in the bottom of the 5th. Bradley, Custon, Smoke. Here's Arancibia, the catcher. Strikeout and a base hit to right.
Knowing him, he knows his pitch count. Yeah, I think he's big on working deep into games.
Oh, here's a drive to left.
Foul.
And it does.
Strike 1. But I think right now he's thinking I'm going to pitch 6 innings, if not 7. He just, I mean, he really likes staying out there. And I think that's what a number 1 should do too. But I mean, his limit right now, he's coming up. That's 90 pitches for him.
One out the 5th.
Yeah,
wow.
And I can't see him going past 110 in this game.
But there's, yeah, you're right though. Sometimes you got to challenge yourself, and that might be one of his challenges, one of his goals right here.
2-2.
Get a quick inning right here. You never know.
Just fouled away. Marked contrast in the pacing of both of these pitchers, right, Jay? Felix is, let's go. And
Go.
Blitz is meditating between pitches.
Human rain delay, yes, sir.
Count remains at 2-2. Felix's fans, let's go Felix chant. 2-2. Look out.
Aaron Sebia, his hands are a little bit higher, but that stance looks really familiar to me. A little Jay Buhner in him, I think. Take a look at him. A little bit open, straight up and down. Hands, I think, are a little bit higher than where yours were, aren't they, Jay?
Yeah, a little bit. Straight softball stance.
Ryan throws out Aaron Sebia. 2 down.
I'm glad you said it.
Tomorrow at Mariners All Access, it's an exclusive interview with Ichiro, Seattle's all-time hits leader. Talks about his record-breaking accomplishment. Plus, we're going to get to know some of the off-season additions to the club's coaching staff. That's tomorrow night at 6 here on Root Sports. Travis Snyder. Walk, unscored, RBI and a fielder's choice.
He's got a baby face, doesn't he?
Jack Wilson will flip underhand to Smoke. There's a quick inning for Felix Hernandez. A 1-2-3, his first of the night. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Mariners have left 8 on. Maybe the trend turns the other way with Bradley Custon. Smoke coming up.
Angie Menting here at the Northwest Ford Sports Desk. Let's check in on the AL West. The Oakland A's is who I'm talking about. And the Oakland A's were battling the White Sox. In the 10th inning, we're tied at 1 apiece. That's when Kurt Suzuki says, I've had enough. He cracks one over the head in left field for the go-ahead home run, a solo shot, and that's going to do it. The A's take it on the road 2-1 in 10. Dave?
Thank you, Angie. Here's Milton Bradley to lead it off for the Mariners. Counts 1-1. Bradley, Custon, Smoke. Mariners left 3 on in the first, 3rd, 2 in the 4th. Wow, comebacker, and he just did a little life-saving. It was his own. Boy, that ball was torched. 1 out. So you want to be a pitcher?
Getting that glove up. It's been the quickest thing he's done all night.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked it all the way in, too, didn't he?
Excellent point.
That was a good one, Michael.
Ground ball to the shortstop. On a Custian shift.
Are you amazed? I mean, when you see this, Jay, aren't you amazed that pitchers don't get hit more often?
Yeah, no doubt.
And that thing had some bend on it, too.
You're right. It's self-defense. I mean, it's amazing how your body can react that quickly to something hit that hard.
Hey, when you're talking about preserving one's being, one's existence, you're going to do that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, you're a little over 50 feet by the time you deliver it, and it's on you that quick.
Mm-hmm.
And usually your momentum is coming towards home plate.
And you're not doing PFPs, which is pitcher's fielding practice on line drives. At
100.
Come on, stay in front of it. Yeah, right. You do it.
Jay Buhner joining us in the booth tonight. Dave Sims, Mike Powers.
Maybe that'll speed him up, though. You're right, Michael.
What did you guys do to counter pitchers who were this slow?
Nothing you can do, because you can't do anything until he throws the ball.
Be that as it may, is there anything you say?
Nope.
Not really?
No.
Give him a look.
Well, sometimes you don't want to wake up the enemy either. So if he wants to nibble, let him nibble. Just be ready. Just be ready for that one. He's going to leave over the middle of the plate, and then just giggle as you're rounding the bases.
So David Percy.
Sometimes, Dave, you know, you talk yourself out of it because you want to do it so bad.
No, but I'm talking about it from a defensive perspective. You know, you're playing with a guy who's nibbling.
Well, if I'm on the infield, I'm going up and having a nice little talk with him, saying, "Hey, Chopper, let's speed it up a little bit. Let's go. You put me to sleep."
Well hit. Left field. Snyder going back. He is off the fence. Smoke will have a double. Boy, he gave it a good charge going the other way. A 2-out double.
Hit the weight room. That's what I tell him when he comes in.
Boy, he hit that a long ways.
They're staying there an extra 30 minutes tonight after the game. Oh, crosstown traffic, too.
This is his 5th double of the season. Oh.
He was in the
I didn't realize it was right there on top on the yellow line. Just below it.
Game of inches, Michael.
Yes.
Smoke aboard, 2 outs. Snyder.
That's when you don't want to go back and see how close it was.
Right. Snyder right now is angry with himself. If he had another chance, he might time it differently. Mariners will take it. 2-base hit.
That's all you can do. He didn't give it up.
Nope. Hit number 5.
Little courtesy jump.
Levo is bounced to the first baseman and fly to left. The hit here, 2-0.
Let's get a little gap ban right here. Score the run and let him get out of there without getting a decision. I'd love it.
Bruce Walton, the pitching coach, second visit. He's got 2 outs. And out away from being a pitcher of record.
I'm telling you, man, they're not going to give him. There's a short leash right now.
Well, he's at 107 pitches. I would think he has to be somewhere between 110 and 115. I don't think they'd let him go much further than that. Second start of the season.
It's fixing to be 108, and he's gonzo right here on a linea in the gap.
Two-0 to Oliva. 3-0. Saunders awaits. And he's swinging 3-0. He was looking for liftoff. Three balls, 1 strike. Lynch has thrown a lot of pitches. 3-2.
That's one you want back right there. Just trying to get a little too squishy.
Yep. Ended up getting 87 right in the coffee can.
Yeah.
Missed it.
Right off it.
Payoff pitch here with 2 outs. Smoke at second. Struck him out. Wow.
And then he paints on you.
That is the 4th Lynch strikeout. Mariners strand another. 5-0 Toronto.
Top of the 6th, Mariners down 5-0. Today's game is brought to you by Budweiser. This year, Budweiser will donate $100 to Folds of Honor for every home run hit in Major League Baseball. Visit Facebook.com/Budweiser to see how you can help support our nation's heroes. Back upstairs. And Jay, are you keeping Dave and Mike in line?
Not hardly. I think it's the other way around.
Felix Hernandez pitching to Edwin Encarnacion. Nice breaking ball to start him off.
I'm keeping the boys in the truck on their toes, too.
Encarnacion's been dangerous tonight. A double and a single and a run scored. Mr. McGuy started the night hitting 167.
veteran hitter, though.
Yeah.
It's early. Do a lot of things for you, too. DH in, plays a little third, a little outfield.
I like that versatility.
Got to if you're a manager. Give the guys a little bit of a breather from time to time.
2-1. Popped up. Smokes got it. Felix now is retired. Last 6 in a row. Last 5 in a row, beg your pardon. There's Jason Nix. He's 2 for 2. RBI. Six of the 10 hits come from the bottom of the order. There's another one. Nix is having a tremendous night. He's 3 for 3. Mariners in our community teaming up to support the relief efforts in Japan. Red Cross volunteers are going to be at Safeco Field for the entire opening homestand to collect donations. Now, Mariners Care will match fan contributions, and that's going to guarantee a minimum of a $100,000 gift to the Red Cross. Let's join together and help those in need in Japan. 1 out, 1 on, top of the order. Here's Escobar. Fly ball, shallow right field for each row. 2 down. Now Corey Patterson. He's 1 for 3. Story for the Mariners tonight. Once again, not getting the big hit. 9 men left on through 5. We got no runs on 5 hits.
That's the beauty, though. It's only through 5. You're only as good as your last AB. So there's lots of game left. Getting into that pen, it looks like here before too long. So
outside to Patterson, ball 1.
And Lappy's back up for the Mariners, so this will be it for Felix. Next pitch will be 105 for him.
Safely's Nix. Patterson activated today for the 15-day DL. Rehab down at Single A Dunedin.
got a little thunder in that bat.
Jason Frazier now up for Toronto. Runner was on the move as that one's fouled back. Felix a strike away from getting out of it here in the 6th. Again, Michael Pineda makes his Seattle debut tomorrow. Runner goes again. Pitch swung on, driven deep to right. Ichiro going back, looking up, and Corey Patterson is in a 2-run homer. It's now 7-0 Toronto. A 1-2 pitch. Corey Patterson just activated this afternoon. A 2-run shot.
That was on me. I jinxed him right there.
Just an off-speed pitch. Ended up right in the middle of the plate. As you were saying earlier, we saw Patterson with the Mariners in spring training. You know he has some pop.
Yeah, he does, man.
He need to line that one over the fence in right.
Here's Bautista. Walk. Infield hit, stolen base run scored. And a base hit to left.
There's that nasty.
Patterson with a home run.
Got Felix talking to himself out there.
I can understand. So Litch through 5. He's got a 7-0 lead. It's Corey Patterson hitting his 113th career home run. Bautista goes down swinging. Damage though done here in the 6th. A 7 spot, an unlucky number for the Mariners this evening here at Safeco Field. Jason Frazier will be taking over on the mound. Fans here at Safeco Field enjoying the amenities here at the ballpark. Meanwhile, on the field, it's Jesse Litch. His night done after 5 innings.
111 pitches to get through the 5 innings, 4 walks. This gave up 5 hits.
Don't forget he stranded 9.
Yeah, Mariners tonight 0 for 7 with men in scoring position.
New pitcher's Jason Frazier, 33-year-old, born in Chicago, lives in Oak Forest, Illinois. First hitter is Michael Saunders.
See the numbers for Frazier. 4 1/3, 8 strikeouts and 4 1/3 so far.
Saunders behind quickly, 0-2. Frazier 3-4 with the ball club last year. Career high 69 appearances. Jesse Litch in position to win this ball game. Getting in his 5 innings required. Felix Hernandez, not his night. Two now to Saunders. Saunders, Ryan, and Wilson, 7, 8, 9 for the Mariners. Frazier 6+ years of the bigs. Not big. He doesn't fit the usual mold in terms of pitchers. He's only 5'9". But he's had a solid career. 22-27 record.
About the same size as Pedro and 150 pounds wet, and one of the filthiest pitchers ever pitch. It's all inside that chest, man. How big's your heart?
Frazier had 17 saves back in 04 after he got called up. He had 11 2 years ago. 3-2.
He's definitely got a strikeout pitch though, with 8 punchies and that little innings.
Well, how about this? Among Blue Jay relievers all times in terms of appearances starting the year, he was 3rd all time behind Dwayne Ward and Tom Hinkle.
2 pretty good pitchers.
411 appearances entering this season.
It's pretty good company.
Yep. Down low, and Saunders is aboard.
His velocity has actually come down a little bit. A couple of years ago, he was throwing 95, 96 miles an hour.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, he's been a valuable guy to the organization. MVP, team MVP in 97 and 99. Actually, that was at Rick Riz's alma mater, Southern Illinois. He was a Saluki. Ryan with a base hit. His last time he's got a stolen base. 1 for 2.
I'm sure that Rick has already announced that on the radio
a dozen times.
Every opportunity for the Salukis.
The Egyptian Doug with the long years.
You're gonna read my mind.
1-1. Somebody's got to play the role of Sparky here. Get something going.
Yeah, because we're cruising right along.
Minutes to Scott Barry, so 1-2 to Ryan. We're at a 2-2 count now. Toronto scored in every inning but the first and the fifth. Way upstairs. Jack Wilson's on deck. He's 0 for 2 tonight. We had a good start to the Mariner ball game as Ichiro and Figgins, the first inning. Back-to-back singles, but then back-to-back strikeouts, a walk and a ground out ended that threat. The bases loaded. Saunders takes off, thrown by Aaron Seaby, almost scalps his pitcher. Stolen base for Saunders. Saunders first of the season. Ryan's retired via the strikeout.
It's like Aaron Seaby throws from his knees. He does. We saw Lebo throw a runner out earlier in the game doing that.
Ryan called out on strikes. Stolen base for Saunders. Second Mariners steal tonight. Ryan had the first one. There's Jack Wilson.
Mike Brumley, first base coach over there, keeping a little stopwatch, seeing when his time is the first, and realizing let's take it. Get it, they're going to give it to you. You're that slow to home.
Saw Brendan run back in the fourth also. I think it's just something they're going to do all year.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Create some havoc, open up some holes, man. But Brom's real good at that. That's one thing he does a good job.
2 balls, no strikes. Jack Wilson.
Studies a lot of tape on the pitchers, realize what their move is, what moves first, their heel, their knee, whatever it may be. Give a little advantage to that base runner and off to the races.
Big strike, 2-1.
And obviously that's the little things these guys are going to have to do to try to manufacture some runs and get somebody to get a big time to hit like right here.
Two and one to Jack Wilson.
I think the other thing they're going to do, Jay, is while they're at home, you're going to see a lot of early work. A little tougher to do that when you're on the road, but we've seen in the last few days having a bunch of different guys. We showed Olivo out here.
Catcher
Jimenez, catcher pop-ups. Then we watch the guys working in the middle of the diamond.
Nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you what, I wanted to get to the ballpark early and get some work in. Get to know the field. Should be your home field advantage.
2-2. Charging is Nix. Nice play. Saunders to third, 2 down. Hey, when you're traveling outside the Northwest this season, take the Mariners with you wherever you go. Subscribe to MLB.tv today. See every Mariners game live or on demand on your computer and your favorite devices. Visit Mariners.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. So Saunders to third, 2 outs, top of the order in Ichiro. 1 for 2 with a walk. Popped it up, coming over. Snyder, third baseman Nix, nice play. Mariners are turned away in the sixth. They get a man to third. That's as far as he gets. 6 in the books, a 7-0 Toronto lead.
Dave, we kind of had an idea, but it looks like Felix Hernandez's night is over.
Hey, it happens. That's baseball, and he had a particularly tough night, giving up 12 hits, 7 runs, all earned. 2 walks, 6 Ks. His ERA to start the night was at 2.25, and it balloons to 4.50. These kinds of things happen to the best of them.
It's the hard part when you're on a losing streak and you have him going. You know, you get excited about it, but he's not going to be perfect every time he takes the mound. More times than not, he will be, but tonight just was not his night. Aaron Laffey will take over for him. Aaron so far has pitched in 4 innings. Has not given up a run yet.
10 men left on tonight by the Mariners. Nice snag by Laffey off the bat of Adam Lind. 1 out.
He's in pretty good position to field. No problem. Almost hit sharply and he was able to make the catch.
It's nice to be falling to that side of the mound too.
It helps.
1 out. Here's Aaron Hill. 1 for 3. Run scored in an RBI. Down the line, foul based on Felix's Cy Young award. You're gonna have to dig back into some pages and find out the last time he gave up 12 hits and 7 earned. Aaron Laffey 0-2. Popped up. Smoke might have a play coming over. Nice. Oh, he had it and dropped it.
I'm going to guess at Cleveland last year, Dave.
The one where Hafner, the boot, but yeah, the error by Figgins at second. Hafner homered, I think, in that same inning.
Your mind works a lot better than mine. I just remember a game in Cleveland it looked like, and then he.
Yeah, it was going good, like 5-6 innings.
Something like that.
Yeah. There was a 2-out ground ball to Figgins. He booted it. I think a walk, a hit batter, and bang by Hafner. I remember he hit it right center field. Come on, you remember thousands of your bats.
Oh, my God. That's impressive. You can remember that.
Fly ball center field. Saunders has it. Take a look at our Pizza Hut game recap, and lots to forget about this one. Look at this. Felix, he got lit up. The Mariners 0 for 9 runners in scoring position, and Miguel Oliva's left 7 stranded. That pretty much covers it.
Some crooked numbers, man.
That pretty much covers it. Here's Aaron Sebia.
Yeah, facts don't lie.
Aaron Sebia 1 for 3. August 15th at Cleveland, 7-run 7th. Sean White did give up some of that. Hafner a grand slam. But I think that was off of Sean White, but the inning, I think a lot of that damage was done with 2 outs. We saw Sean White during the spring he's with Colorado. 1-1. And prior to the bottom dropping out in that August 15th game, it was a scoreless contest. 2-1. Off the fist, it's going to get him a base hit.
A little fillet of fish right there.
2-out single for Aaron Sebia, his second hit of the night, the 13th by Toronto.
What was the other one? A duck? What?
Duck snort.
Duck
Duck
snort.
snort. There you go.
Amazing, some of the slang of baseball. It go on forever and ever.
Good stuff.
Can of corn is the one that always gets me. How that ever got started.
It's part of the lexicon now.
Yeah.
Strike one to Snyder, who's walked and scored.
Would that be a staple too?
Yeah, correct. Thank you.
Thank you. Here's one for you.
We were just talking about that today at dinner.
Oh, gotta have fun.
Hey, you better.
Ladies and gentlemen, gotta have fun. It's a long year, baby.
Last time I checked, it's April 11th.
Last time I checked, it was 9:42.
Oh, into the slider. Swing and a miss. And he is gone. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Figgins, Bradley, make that Rodriguez, Bradley, and Cuss come.
Trying to make a dent in this game against the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi friends, Angie Mentink here at the Northwest Ford Sports Desk, and the Rangers are really making it tough on the Mariners because they are off to the best start in the majors. They were in Motown to battle the Tigers. Justin Verlander pitches a complete game but is outdueled by Alexio Gondo. The Rangers stay hot and win it 2-0. Sheesh, Dave, back up to you.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Alexia Gundo had to leave that game with another blister. Same thing he had last week against the Mariners, but he's an impressive young guy. That was his second big league start.
So they got a lot of young kids that are stepping up and taking advantage of their opportunities over there now. And that offense, I think they got a little bit of thunder in that offense. Man. Oh, my goodness.
And here's the thing that blew me away. I saw it this morning. The #1 ERA team in the American League, the Texas Rangers.
With a lot of young kids, man, that just, I mean, Nolan Ryan has gone in there and immediately changed things around. The attitude.
That's the biggest thing, I think.
I mean, it's awesome.
It's the mindset of those guys.
No
the pitchers,
doubt.
starters are taking the mound thinking they're going 9.
And Nolan will stand right there. He'll jump out of the stands and go meet that guy halfway if he tries to vulture out of a game. I mean, that's the attitude, the presence he wants. I love it.
You know, it was great. There's Carlos Villanueva, the new pitcher for Toronto, their third. Throughout the opening pitch, Nolan Ryan, his form looked good. He probably got it up. I think they said he got it up there about 68 miles an hour. It's pretty good for guys 50 plus.
Don't think he wasn't thinking about that either. He's down underneath warming up.
Guaranteed. How'd you do against
Didn't like
the
it.
train?
Didn't like it. I remember he used to walk up during the game, and if I was like leadoff batter, I'll never forget this. And he was walking up along the edge of the grass and pushing it down. He goes and he looks right at me and he stops and he goes, "Don't even think about Bud." Just like that. And he goes right back down to pushing down the edge of the grass and walks right back to the mound. I was like, ooh, all right.
You were done for that, AB, weren't you?
Yeah, I'll tell you, he was an intimidator.
When did you ever lay one?
that was my
I was kind of laughing, going, okay, I wasn't ever thinking about it anyway.
Right.
Even more so now. But that's just the way he carried himself, man. That's a presence, and that's what he's instilling into these young pitchers too.
Goes back to that thing we were talking about, Mike, the other day, that piece that Pat Jordan wrote in the New York Times about, hey man, when Nolan was coming up and in at 102 miles an hour, you know, put the fear of God in you.
Him and J.R. Phillips, or J.R. Richards, and there's some guys back then that they mess around.
They were making a differentiation between the Philly staff now and the way pitchers pitch during, you know, then you came probably the tail end of, you just missed Smitty's era probably. You were in the tail end of that because Rodriguez is gone. But I mean, that changes everything when the guys, if he's going to come up and here on you, obviously that you think about that, man.
Yeah, and you know the guys that'll do that too. So they keep you on your toes.
Curtis Wilson, our producer, has you looked it up. 1 for 11 against Mr. Ryan with.
Okay, good.
With a couple of ribbies.
At least I got 2. Only 4 punch outs. That's good.
That's it.
Don't tell the stats on what I was against Pedro. Oof.
That bad?
Oof. Real bad.
Bradley 1 for 3. Who'd you own?
I don't
You have any ownage on anybody?
Really and truly, I honestly don't. It's been so long ago. Those days are gone.
I got you. Plus, you don't want to get any mail from anybody right now. Tell you, oh, really, pal?
Yeah.
I'm looking for you.
Give it up. You're washed up. But then again, you never know. Yeah, it's about the kids nowadays, man.
Mike, did you face Mr. Ryan?
No.
Milton leans into one down the line. That is gone. A home run for Milton Bradley. 2-1 count. Yanks one out of here. Mariners are finally on the board.
Had a little aggression in it, huh?
Sure did. First home run for Milton Bradley this year. RBI number 2.
Little thank you.
Let's see who ends up with this souvenir. They knew he got it.
Down and in. Left-handed hitter.
Bounce way. Oh, my goodness. Minding his own business. Comes right to him. There's Jack Cust.
I never faced Nolan, and for whatever reason, Lou decided to give me that day off. And I thank him to this day for it.
I mean, what was it like? I mean, just to be in the dugout and hear it going by, let alone getting the first Mike, what was it like just watching from there? And Jay, what was it like facing him?
It was, for me, it was awesome to watch just because, I watched him growing up. And then all of a sudden you're there.
Right.
And, for me, when I was breaking in, he was still throwing 95 miles an hour. And he just had a presence about him. There was no mistaking him. He didn't have to throw one pitch, and he knew he was on the mound.
Ground ball down to the first baseman, Lind, who puts it away for the second out. And what was it like actually hearing it, seeing it, and feeling it up there?
Basically exactly what Michael says. I mean, a guy like that growing up in Texas, being a Texan, and he's a guy that I always admired and looked up to, and then actually getting a chance to step into the box against him and knowing that he had that aura about him and that presence, and it was you knew you were going to have a battle, but you also knew he was going to give you a fastball. So
the one you had, the one for 11, was it a fastball? You turned it around?
Yeah, we'll say it was, because it sounds good. But I didn't mind how hard the guys threw. It was just as long as it wasn't at my bonnet.
Right.
Keep it away from the head.
Pedro get you out with a slider?
Pedro got me out with everything. That guy was nasty.
And like you said, what, $1.50 soaking wet?
I think it was, yeah, truthfully. I mean, some of that was that Jerry curl he always he was cheating with. Jeez. All right, sorry, improvising.
No, you're
but
right.
I think I was 0 for my last 15 with 8 punchies. Oof. And it was on anything and everything. That was a guy that I tried to get invisible with. You walk up and go, maybe you won't see me if you walk me. I don't know.
I couldn't put Cone in play.
He was filthy too with that frisbee
changing
he would throw.
Arm angles.
There you go. The changing of the arm angle. You're right.
And that's a little bit what Toronto faced yesterday with Weaver. And that's what he's so good at doing, is being crossfire across the, on that right side of that rubber, and
plus he's so tall
in there.
Man, he's what, 6'4", 6'5", right? Yep. I saw a couple on the highlight. These, straight sidearm and then up 3/4.
Hides the ball well. That little twist he does in his delivery.
Smoke with an opposite field double his last time. Draws a walk, 2 outs, and a run in. Hey, for each home run hit by the Mariners, Alaska Airlines donates 10,000 miles to our Make-A-Wish Home Runs for Wishes program. You can donate your own miles to Make-A-Wish at alaskaair.com. Here's Miguel Olivo. Tough night for him. 7 LOBs. Slow breaking ball for strike 1.
Gotta like Make-A-Wish. Do an unbelievable job, man.
Yes, they do. Bless their hearts. On 2. Groucho Marx lives.
Heard about the beard, but I didn't know about that.
I'm told that Eric Wedge's mustache has its own Twitter page. Well, I've heard. And McGill strikes out. That'll do it for the 7th. Home run by Bradley. Gets the Mariners on the board at 7-1 Toronto.
In this entire ballpark right out here in the pen, presented by Root Sports. Meantime, the Cleveland Indians continue to beat up on the AL West. They were in Anaheim to face the Los Angeles Angels as Drupal Cabrera gets his 4th home run of the season already in the first inning, and the Indians shut out the Angels 4-0. Dave, back upstairs.
Drupal Cabrera caused enough damage here over the weekend and
got him locked in.
Yeah, he's swinging about well. Over at Mariner Farmham, Tom Wilhelmsen.
Got a couple over there, don't they?
Sure do. Wilhelmsen facing Edwin Encarnacion. Back up this way. Strike 1.
You're not going to reach out and grab that?
Not even close. Those days are over, pal.
Not even on a warm day.
No. Not going to happen. I was over on radio last year, and Riz is trying to be a hero and think, for who, for what? Off the glove of Rodriguez. Ryan will try it. A nice stretch by Encarnacion to get down there and get a base hit. Hit hard.
Hit the ball hard a couple of times.
Ball came up too, boy. He's going, no way I'm not going to get a knock on. Are you kidding me?
3 for 4 night. Hey, I'm taking it.
That is the worst.
Elbows were going side to side, form out the window. I got to get a knock.
Jason Nix, 3 for 3. RBI. A couple of runs scored.
This kid's got great stuff, man. Come on. See him bounce back. Get him back up on the horse after a rough outing.
Wilhelmsen, yeah, he got knocked around pretty badly the other day. But you're right.
Get him back out there. Let's go. Oh, boy.
1-1.
Can't hide. See that nasty curveball.
Saunders puts it away for the first out. This Wednesday, Mariners and Blue Jays, they'll close out this first homestand. First 20,000 fans get a calendar. It features Etro, Felix, and Goody, and some of your other favorite Mariners, thanks to Verizon Wireless. For tickets, go to Mariners.com. Had a chance to speak with Franklin Gutierrez in the clubhouse before the game. Good to see him back here in uniform. And
he looked good in there,
he
didn't he?
did, yeah.
Smiling. It's good to see him back.
So the stomach problems, they got to have them. Stomach problems, all the symptoms have gone away. It's just a matter of getting stronger.
He played with them pretty much all the last year, too. Second half.
Whatever medication that they have him on, he said it's
so
working.
What exactly is it?
I have not, to this day. He said it's not a food allergy.
It's not. Is it?
It's not a time of day. It was just something. It was a stomach malady.
Because he battled it on and off last year too. So
late last year, right? He essentially missed spring training. So
this game's hard enough. You start getting sick like that, and you can't put any nutrition in yourself and wear you out in a hurry. Got to have that strength. Especially him playing center field.
Yeah, covering gap to gap. Two.
That is filthy.
It really is. You can back that up with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
So I'm saying he's got the stuff. He's definitely got a great arm.
deck, Corey Patterson, 2-run homers last time up. Ball 4 to Escobar. Runners at first and second. Percy warming up for the second time. David Percy. So here's Patterson. 2-run homer last time up. Strike one. 2 for 4 night. To center field for Saunders. They've kept him busy tonight. No advancement by the runners. 2 outs.
I know it's early, but I have a feeling that Tom's role is going to increase as this summer moves along. As soon as he figures it out, he has too good a stuff, don't you think, Jay?
I do. No doubt.
I just
confidence, man. That's what it is, though.
Yeah,
You know, as well as that, there's been so many guys that have come up and look at them, they're electric, and all of a sudden once they get between the lines, some guys step up, some guys get allergic to that line, man. They just can't put it together.
Bedford guy who was out of baseball for a while and worked his way back through an independent league.
And worked his way back quickly. Gives you an idea of the type of stuff that he has.
It was all last year, man. Right up the ladder.
Did not go. This is John Hirschbeck. 3-0.
The Marin organization, they got some great young arms, no doubt about it.
Bautista, 2 out, 2 on, 3-0. And he's aboard, loading the bases. Adam Lind, left-hand hitter, with some pop. He stands in now. The base is loaded. Seven runs, 14 hits, and an error for Toronto. A run on 6 hits and an error for the Mariners. One to Lynn.
Oh, get me over fastball right there. Bases loaded. Woo.
Strike 2. Let it rip. And he strikes out. Lind is gone. So are the Blue Jays. Happy birthday to Bubba. That's all you need to know here.
Yeah, Bubba.
Go Field. Woo. Dave Wegner, happy birthday, big fella. Root Sports is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Right now, get the All-American Jack combo with fries and drink for only $4.99 plus tax. And by AT&T. Aired safe Go Field on a cold night. It's been all Toronto. Good luck in the beautiful city of Seattle. Looking up the 5. Toronto with a 7-1 lead as we go into the bottom of the 8th inning. Davis Percy takes over. Michael Saunders will lead off. Saunders, Ryan, and Wilson, 7, 8, 9. Saunders twice flat out to left, walked in the 6th, stole a base, and was stranded at 3rd.
David Percy, just a couple of innings for him. 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. Opponent's average 143.
Saunders start laying some wood to the bat, to the ball here on a cold night. Invite the audience text in on the question that's running across your screen. Feel free to join in. 3-1. Saunders with an RBI in 5 consecutive games that he's played. That's a strike. 3-2. Only run of Milton Bradley went out homer in the 7th pitch. Into left field, a base hit for Michael Saunders. Seventh hit for the Mariners tonight. Here's Brendan Ryan. Big part of a lot of story here. You got Felix Hernandez getting roughed up big time. Ball club has left 11 men on base. Toronto Blue Jays swinging the bat really well. Tough outing for Felix Hernandez. His earned run average goes from 2.25 to 4.50. 6 innings, 12 hits, 7 runs all earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts.
It'll take him 3 or 4 outings to fix that.
Toronto pretty persistent early on. Mariners had their opportunities, bases loaded in the 1st, the 3rd, 2 on in the 4th, and 1 in each of the last 3. So 3-0. CBS message probably pretty to the point here. With a 7-1 lead, you're 3-0 to the number 8 hitting shortstop.
Yeah, after he had a 3-ball count to Michael Saunders.
Wasn't close. 4-pitch walk. So a veteran of your stature would reply to that. If you were playing behind this pitcher, you would have a few choice words, Mr.
I think I've done that a few times today. And thus the pitching coach back out to the mound.
I'm just going to repeat what I told Jesse Lynch.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's Jack Wilson. Jack 0 for 3. Octavio Dotel. Boy, he's been around. Still throws pretty hard. Dotel with his 11th team in his big league career. Strike one.
Just goes to show you what a big time arm can do, man.
Yeah.
Keep you in the game, especially if you're left-handed.
Turn on the TV this morning. The Tigers had an early game. It was what, 12:15 our
1
time.
o'clock game,
Yeah,
right?
they were on. And Aaron Oliver, he came into the game to replace the kid that had the blister again.
Arthur Rhodes is another guy over there.
We saw those guys the other day.
I mean, it was getting better with age, like a good wine.
Terrence said, I'm pitching for this team because I live right here in Texas. I wouldn't pitch for anybody else. He said, he looked at Artie and he says, he's going to pitch till he's 50. A-Train, you got to love him. Slappy, Arthur Rhodes, what a great guy. What a great teammate. Knows how to pitch, man. Been around a long time. A good year with Cincinnati with Dusty Baker last 2 years.
Yeah, real good years.
After he sat out a year a couple of years ago.
He has to be coming up on 20 years of service, doesn't he?
I think he had 19. So that would be yes, Michael.
This year?
I think so. I think it is 20. Was that any good?
Wow.
First season for Artie was in '91 in the bigs.
Who was that with? Baltimore?
Baltimore.
Yeah, Jack Wilson, fly ball left field. Snyder calling off the center fielder. Corey Patterson to make the catch. 1 out, 2 on. Top of the order, Ichiro. Hey, Mariner fans, Root Sports Facebook and Twitter pages, they're up and running. We want to connect with you. Find us on Facebook at Root Sports NW and follow us on Twitter at Root Sports _NW. Ichiro tonight. Base hit. Open the game. He slaps one to center field. Coming on. Patterson coming on hard. Can't get it. So the bases are loaded for the Mariners.
A little courtesy dive. It's all right. Soft.
His first day
soft
up.
fly ball.
Yeah.
You know it's not going to get by you. Never know. Go gadget arm might.
Once again, the bases are loaded for the Mariners. John Farrell, the new skipper for the Toronto Blue Jays, who replaced Cito Gaston, who retired. He's coming out to make a pitching change. And we'll take a timeout here on Root Sports. The Mariners have the bases loaded. And John Farrell brings in his 5th pitcher, the veteran Octavio Dotel, 37 years old, out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. He's pitching for his 11th team. He made it to the big leagues back in 1999. Let me run down his. This sounds like you're at an Amtrak station, but New York, Houston, Oakland, the Yankees, Kansas City, Atlanta, the White Sox, Pittsburgh, the Dodgers, and Colorado. Pittsburgh, the Dodgers, and Colorado last year. He was in, and he's still throwing hard. Last year he appeared in, good God, what's that, 68 games for 3 teams.
All you need is one team to play for. That's it.
Man, 11th team. Good for him. Wow. He was a highly regarded Mets prospect. Was a starter earlier in his career. Last time he started on a regular basis was with Houston in 2000. Started 16 games. Saved as many as 22 in his career. Here's Luis Rodriguez. Bases loaded, 1 out. Third time the Mariners have had the bases loaded this evening. Blue Jays signed Dotel in early January. cold breeze just made its way into the ballpark from left field.
It's freshening.
Among other things, yeah. 2-1.
Never noticed it.
You got the overcoat on, and all of a sudden it felt like the window went up, like vroom. We're in Iowa.
Just get a fastball and turn it loose.
2-1 from Dotel. Snyder gives chase. He won't get there. 2-2.
Yeah, he just didn't get it out in front.
Rodriguez in the game because Figgins hurt himself back in the second inning, diving for a sharply hit ball off the bat of Jason Nix. Contusion at the base of his left thumb. Hopefully Figgy's not out for much longer than just tonight. 2-2. So he's going to have to bring something to Rodriguez here with the bases loaded. 1 out. 3-2 pitch coming up. Milton Bradley. He homered last time up. Three-two from Dotel. Way outside, and he walks in a run. Boy, that wasn't close.
Hey, take it.
I love it.
Any way you can, take it. Now a wild pitch right here, and then
He'll just touch them all.
That'd even be better.
Hit a home run his last time up, lined one right down the right field line.
So Rodriguez picks up an RBI.
It's about time we take advantage of it. It's been 3-2. It seems like the entire game.
It has been.
Check swing. Here's what Milton did on a 2-1 pitch back in the 7th with 1 out as we check out our steal cut above the rest.
That was good.
That's how quick he got out of
here. Cut right through the.
Yeah.
An RBI for Rodriguez, his first.
Ooh. Oh, there's the wild pitch. Come on.
This relief corps been all over the place.
Well, it started with the starting pitcher who set the tone, and we just got to take advantage of it. Bases loaded, what, 3 times, Dave?
Yes, sir. 3rd time.
3's a charm, baby.
Oh, they tried to make it a 1-run game.
And the crowd goes, ooh.
If you're going to get a fastball, may as well let it go.
Dotel against Bradley. 1-2, 1 out, bases loaded.
Great eye. He hadn't been given that all night, though. He's been staying pretty consistent with that.
Milton's 1 for 2 career against Octavio Dotel. Here's the 2-2 offering. Bounced it.
That's a great take right there. Very nice. Here we go again.
So Milton Bradley in a good spot here. 3-2, 1 out, bases loaded. Dotel's got to throw a strike. Just walked in Rodriguez. Bases still loaded. Payoff pitch to Milton Bradley. Up high, walked him. RBI for Milton Bradley, his 2nd of the night. John Farrell's going, what's going on here? We got a 7-3, now a 7-3 lead. He's getting deeper into his pin. Mark Zepchinski is going to come on. This will be the 6th pitcher tonight for Toronto. A couple of runs walked in by Octavio Dotel. Mark Zepchinski comes in. And Jack Cust, if you know where to go yard, we'll have a tie ball game. John Farrell has used now 6 pitchers. see what gives here. Zipchinski. This will be the first time he and Cust are facing off. And tonight, Jack, a strikeout, a walk, and a couple of groundouts. One swing away from tying this puppy up. Seventh man to the plate here in the 8th inning for the Mariners. Cust shift is on. First pitch.
Little 7-1, breezing right along, and John Farrell's got to make 2 walks out to the mound. Who'd have thunk, huh?
That's why we play the game.
Seems to be a pattern going on here.
His bullpen guy's having some problems throwing strikes.
That won't last long. A little phone call down to AAA. A little friendly competition.
Cust ahead here, 2-0 with the bases loaded and 1 out. A couple of runs walked in already.
No, sir.
3-0. Smoke's on deck.
As Mr. House would say, oh my, just continue. And please do. Let's make it, I mean, we're here, let's make it interesting. We get paid for extra innings, right?
3-0 to Jack Cust with the bases loaded.
Ball 4! Wow!
Hey, we're going to take the lead right here. Watch. All these diehard fans that are still here are going to go, wow, that was the greatest comeback ever.
3 consecutive bases loaded walks. Boys, I don't think I've seen that one before.
Well, you need Justin Smoke to throw one into the bullpen, and
that'd be awesome.
Have Brandon Lee come in and get a couple outs, and we're done.
I might have to jump down and high five.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, Chip, please don't.
That is a long way.
Wow. This is wild.
That's a great game of baseball. You just never.
No clock, baby. No clock. Smoke batting right-handed. Long ball gives the Mariners the lead. Strike 1. So bases loaded walks to Rodriguez, Bradley, and Cust. Made it a 3-run contest. 0-1 to Smoke. Way outside. Smoke's already walked twice tonight. You got Rodriguez at third, Bradley at second, Cust at first. A 1-1 to Smoke. 2-1, not close. The rally hats, they're all out tonight for folks who decided to stick it out. 13,056, the announced crowd tonight. Aaron Sebia, he's beating a path between home and the mound tonight. Smoke's the 8th hitter here in the 8th inning. John Farrell was the pitching coach with the Boston Red Sox prior to coming over to Toronto. Farm director in Cleveland while Eric Wage was the manager of the Tribe. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball. 2-2. They're just wearing out that bullpen. Sean Kemp. He's throwing now for Toronto. 2-2 to Smoke. 1 out, bases loaded. Mariners down 3. Pitch inside. Nice dig by Aaron Sebia.
Wear it. Take the ribby. Come on.
Get this fastball in the middle of the plate and get 4 of them.
How about this? We've had 3 consecutive bases loaded walks. Lipchinski gonna want to have. He's got to throw a strike to Smoke. See if Smoke can lose one here. 3-2. The pitch. Hit it hard. Base hit.
Yes.
Here comes Rodriguez. Here comes Milton Bradley. The throw's not in time. We got a 1-run ball game. Justin Smoke with a 2-run single.
Oh, stop it.
Boy, oh boy.
You talk about a change of attitude. Oh my goodness.
You mentioned it. Just a pitch right in the middle of the plate, finds a hole on the left side. Brian Langerhans has come out to run for Jack Cust.
Tying run. See what he get a better set of legs out there. Almost there, Mike. What'd you say? Get a couple of knocks, get league up, get him in here. Come on.
Ooh, there's the walk again.
Like another pitching change.
Shocker.
And John Farrell right now just thrilled, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He was up 7-0. He was up 7-1.
So's his bench coach, Walk. He's really happy, too.
Yeah. 3-2 pitch, singles through the hole, brings home 2. And we got a 1-run ball game at 7-6. Toronto as Rodriguez and Bradley score. And the fans still here in this chilly night. Houses are rocking. Stevie Ray Vaughan cranking at full tilt. You gotta love it. Mariners have runners at first and second. Ryan Langerhans is the pinch runner for Jack Cust. And Miguel Olivo can erase some early difficulties that he had with runners in scoring position earlier in the ball game. 0 for 4, struck out his last 2 times. Base hit here will tie it. Sean Kemp, 4th Toronto pitcher this inning, 7th for the game. Base hit! No! Nice pick by Nix. They throw it. He turned a double play. 5-4-3. The best ball hit tonight by Olivo. Can't catch a break. Nix robs it as the Mariners send 9 to the plate. Miguel hit it hard, but Nix was right there. They turn a 5-4-3 to get out of it. The Mariners now trail by a run.
Fridge to get something to eat because all of a sudden the Mariners have made it a 1-run game. Hi, friends. Angie Mentink at the Northwest Ford Sports Desk, giving you a heads up to sign up for Root Sports Red Alerts and get updates on when to watch your favorite team. Stay informed on the biggest events in Northwest Sports and receive exclusive offers and giveaways. Just text FAN to 95323 and get in on the action. That's exactly what those Mariners bats did last inning. Dave, back up to you.
Thank you, Angie. As many times as Felix Hernandez has saved the Mariners baking.
No doubt.
Boys are doing a pretty good job to get him off the hook here. Down 7-6 after they were getting blown out of here at 7-0. Josh Lukey takes over. Talking to Josh in the bullpen. How you feeling, kid? He says, I got to get my velo up. I'm only going 91. He says, I'm usually 95. I didn't get as many innings in the spring, so I got to get my velo up.
It's not always about how hard you throw.
Right now, he just needs to get 3 quick outs and let the guy swing the bats again.
Hurry up, get him back in here.
Aaron Hill, stroke to center field. Sunders is there.
That ball was smoked right there. Little knuckle piece out going out the center. That's the deal with some of these young guys, Dave. It's not how hard you throw, man. It's pitching, not throwing.
5 putouts tonight for Saunders. Swing and a miss by Aaron Sebia. A 1. We have seen plenty of pitchers tonight.
You're
11 pitchers tonight.
You're busy in that book, though, aren't you? Yeah. You're running out of room, bud.
Going to.
Seems like Aaron Seavey has hit every inning.
Right?
Yeah.
This is his 5th appearance. He's got 2 hits, both to right field.
It's like a double header in one game. Kick everybody out and bring them back in.
Wilkie at 92. Now even with Aaron Seavey. Teams have combined for 13 runs, 23 hits, and 2 errors. Knocked down by Olivo.
He's been busy back there,
hasn't he?
Oh boy. Earning his money today.
Full count. Pitch from Loki. Look out in that dugout. Boy, oh boy. Oof. Three balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Sebia. Straight away, not too deep is how they play him. The pitch to right center field, Ichiro for the 2nd out. Mariners sent 9 men to the plate in the 8th inning, 5 runs on 3 hits and left them in. They've left 12 on base tonight.
And have 6 runs.
Travis Snyder
via the walk.
Sliced foul. Trying to remember the last time I saw 3 consecutive bases loaded walks. With a strike, 0-2. Josh Loki goes changeup to strike out Snyder. Throws a 1-2-3 ninth. To the home ninth we go. Buckle up, down a run. It'll be Saunders, Ryan, and Wilson coming up. Let's win this. As the Mariners were down 7-0, made their way back into the game. 3 bases loaded walks. And a big 2-run single by Smoke in the 8th, a 5-run inning. And here's Michael Saunders against Sean Camp to lead it off. Saunders, Ryan, and Wilson down a run. Saunders 0 for 1 against Sean Camp. Drive down the line. Is it going to stay fair? It does! Into the corner! Saunders can really run! He's at full speed, going for 2, and a leadoff double for Michael Saunders. The tying runs at second base.
Oh, man. What a game.
You look at Michael had a base hit to left field his last time up. This time he gets a fastball middle in and hits a rocket down into the corner. He gets some air into that. It's going a long ways. We know that Michael can run.
He was looking for Jeff Dats. Yeah, he was giving it a good hard look. Please, that second look was like, please wait for the over. Come on.
Well, now you have an opportunity. It's something that we've been talking about since spring training.
Yeah,
fundamentally getting things done. That's right.
And the whole ballpark knows what's going to happen. Just get it down.
Brendan Ryan's got to get that runner to third.
Oh, boy.
Ball one. You've got Lind charging from first base.
A little push. I know it sounds crazy. A little push bunt to shortstop.
Why not just let him hack away? You have the infield running all over the place right now.
That's like the butcher boy, you know?
Turn around and square around the first time, get a ball. Pitcher's going to throw one right down the middle.
I'm telling you, that's where the fundamentals. I'm working on this day in and day out, and putting the time in, the bunting. Man, if you got control and know how to push bunt well, boy, you can get a lot of knocks, man. A lot of knocks, especially right here.
So Ryan, 1-0 from Sean Kemp with Saunders at second. Ball two.
Oh, wear it right there.
Easy for
Just roll into it, wear it. Now put the pressure on the guy on deck. All right, you do it. I did my job.
On deck hitters Jack Wilson. 2-0 to Ryan. Saunders, a fast runner at second. Squares. Got it down. It's a beauty. Ryan got the job done. The sacrifice goes 1-4. Tying run at third base.
I know. What do you think, man? Come on.
Well, they're going to send a pinch hitter up. Looks like it's going to be Adam Kennedy. Brendan Ryan, nice job. Gets the ball out in front of home plate.
Adam Kennedy, the veteran, come off the bench. Pinch hit for Jack Wilson. This is a crazy game of one. This was 7-0. And going nowhere fast.
I was already thinking squeeze, man. Yeah, that'd be a great call, huh?
I think you definitely could if Jack was up there. You can certainly handle the bat, but if you're going to send a lefty off your bench, I think you let him swing away. Huh?
Yeah, now, but boy, first pitch right out of the gate. But now the whole thing's changed with him going out talking to the pitcher. The element of surprise is no mas.
7-6 ball game, tying run at third base with one out. Brandon Lee, you saw him throwing.
Who'd have thought the way this thing was going, huh?
Here's some good news for you, boys. Kennedy 2 for 3 against Sean Kemp.
We'll have some holes now, too. The Blue Jays will bring their infield up.
Mariners have banged out 10 hits.
Like I say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. A lot of game was left. Took advantage of the nibble by the Toronto pitching staff. Now look at it.
7-0 through 6 innings. The Mariners are running the 7th, 5, and the 8th. Bidding for more here in the 9th. Up the middle. Hold the runner. Throw across. 2 down.
A little short on him over the first. All right, Itchy, come on.
Well, the bunt certainly is not in order here. He's got to swing away and let it rip.
We'll take a look at it. Looks like he catches it off the end of the bat. He did short arm that over to first. They almost grenade right into the dirt. Yeah.
Escobar with that throw. Almost made 2 short. Mariner franchise hit leader needs a base knock big time right now to tie it. Ball 1.
How about just go yard? We'll call it, man. Bam. Meet him at home plate. Be sweet.
Two for 8 is Ichiro against Sean Kemp.
No, sir.
2-0 with 2 outs. Tying run at third. Rodriguez. So they put him on, put Ichiro on first and third. And Rodriguez will be his first encounter with Sean Camp. Rodriguez will get up there as a left-hand hitter. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored and an RBI tonight.
We have Batista in right field playing deep, and it looks like Patterson, Snyder over in left. They're shallow. Hit a ball out in left center field with Ichiro speed. You could win it with a double easily.
No doubt. Carry the mail.
Let's come down to Luis Rodriguez. Replace Sean Figgins, who suffered an injury to his thumb early in the ball game. Pitch, strike one.
Oh, he hasn't been calling that all night.
He hasn't.
Come on.
Yeah, pitch off the plate away.
Golly. Don't start now.
Plate umpire Scott Barry. Saunders with a leadoff double, sacrifice to third. Ground ball, foul. 0-2. The Mariners down to their last strike.
Amazing as a hitter. One pitch makes all the difference in the world. That first pitch is a ball, and
yeah, it totally changes the at bat.
It changes it. Yeah.
Especially,
well, give them the ability
like
to come
this.
back with a changeup on the next pitch, and you roll over in front of it and hit it foul. Makes all the difference in the world.
Luis Rodriguez has got a total of 8 home runs in his major league career. He's 0-2, 2 outs. A pitch from Camp. Foul back.
That was a mistake from Camp. He hung that one right in the middle of the plate.
Lucky it was 0-2.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to let the ball travel.
Rodriguez, he went guard down in spring training down in Peoria. This is the big time right now. 0-2. Ichiro at first with the winning run. The pitch. Breaking ball outside as Ichiro moves down to second base.
Hey, base hit right here. Winning winner chicken dinner.
They give him a stolen base. His fourth. So base hit could win it.
I like that talk. Yes.
Great speed on the base paths for Seattle. With 2 outs, the 1-2 from Camp. Foul off.
Battle.
Spoiler. I like it. Got a guy up there that makes contact.
Doug Fester open. And Rodriguez could get a big base hit here. Corey Patterson playing very shallow, says the left fielder Snyder.
Felix,
2 outs.
Felix is hoping too. Isn't he?
Got that right. 1-2 to Rodriguez. Swung on it. Just got a piece of it. Chris Chambliss, in conversation I had with him down in spring, raved about Rodriguez. Chris was his manager last year at AAA Charlotte, where Luis hit .293 in 94 games. 16 homers and 56 runs batted in. Big league experience with Minnesota in 05, 6, and 7. San Diego in 08 and 09. Switch hitter. Looking for an important base hit. It could win the ball game, but 1-2 from Camp. The pitch. Breaking ball. Just fouled off again off Aaron Sebia. Even Camp can't believe it. Eighth pitch coming up. Patterson just crept in another couple of steps in center field. Pitch number 8. Crazy 8s here for the Mariners. A ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The pitch. Down low, 2-2.
That is not an easy pitch to take.
Wow.
Starts off, it looks like a fastball knee high, and you take it.
Especially after that first pitch being called a strike, too,
Yeah.
man. Whew.
So Luis Rodriguez trying to get a win here for the Mariners after being down 7-0. A base hit away from winning. The 2-2. Breaking ball hit deep to right, but foul.
You're just waiting for that. Come on. We'd have to run awfully quick down the home plate.
This is a breaking ball down and in. 10th pitch coming up.
Spoiling it.
The Mariners desperate to end this 7-game losing streak, trying to get their first win at home, get Felix Hernandez off the hook for an L. The 2-2 to Rodriguez. Swung on, sent to the gap. There it is, your game winner. Luis Rodriguez with a 2-run single, and the Mariners have come all the way back, and they win it by a final of 8-7. They end the 7-game losing streak and get their first home win and take Felix off the hook.
Easily the best at bat by any Mariner this year. He fought the whole way, was put in a hole by a pitch that was off the plate away, fouled off a ton of pitches. We talked about the Jays outfield playing really shallow. He finally gets one that's up in the zone and rips it into the gap. Yeah. Just when you think you have no chance, you come back and you win a big ball game.
Hey, good for them. Character builder type game, Michael.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Absolutely. They left 2 battalions on base for most of this game.
Yeah.
And they come back after being down 7-0. And Luis Rodriguez, a guy many people didn't think would make this ball club.
That is not a bad pitch. That pitch is down, probably out of the strike zone. He just stays with it and hits a bullet into the gap.
And he knew it, too. That was smoked. No chance for Patterson, and the Mariners win a ball game 8-7. Saunders jots home, and Ichiro scores easily, and the Mariners with the dramatic 9th inning win. Look at Bill Bradley. Look at the fellas there. What a big W here for the Mariners. Luis Rodriguez. Let's go down to Jen Mueller with